This is a homage beat. This is a homage beat.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Book Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 79. I'm your host, Book Nice. Got my buddies with me, the Colonel Crackers, and Cheesy, Rick Dom. We back 2 weeks in a row. We are right on the cusp of New York Comic Con 2018. Got an agenda that P put together for us, I guess. So let's stick to the script and get in and out.
Everybody along in your teleprompters. No going off.
No going on.
Let's get right in pickups real quick.
All
All
right.
right. Well, we can start with pickup.
Yeah.
What you got?
You want to roll?
Yeah, I'll start off. So I got that Iron Giant in. That thing is crazy. I love this figure.
Well, nice, right? Nice articulation scheme and all that.
Incredible. I think the only thing I wish, like, I've come to terms that it doesn't come with like the attack mode accessories and the eyes and stuff like that. I believe that's better suited for a whole different figure. Like if they had him with like the dome over his head and all the tendrils coming off of him and stuff, that'd be cool. I do wish that his eyelids were painted. Mine came unpainted. So like his angry eyes, like they don't have like you see the line, the sculpted line, but it's all that yellow color of his eye, which I think is a little weird. So I might have to paint that a little bit, but overall I think it's great. I got all my demonical fit stuff in. I can't remember if last week I had the Ginyu in already, but I want to say maybe I didn't. But I got the two soldiers in as well. We'll talk about that a little later too. I got all that Mega Man stuff came out. So Action 66, their new candy toy line came out. It came with like Mega Man X, Vile, Cutman, the Red Suit Mega Man, and someone else, maybe I can't remember. But more importantly, is it came with the ride armors, like those big ass mechs that you get in. You hop in, like Mega Man X 1 through 4. No, I don't think they were in 4. 1 through 3. So those are pretty cool. They're model kits, so I haven't gotten a chance to build them yet, but they look really cool. And then I got this a little too late. I ordered it in preparation for my Ginyu, but it didn't come in time. I got the old Jax or Irwin frog from Namek that he body changes into. And I really wanted to use that in the review, but it just didn't get there in time, so I'm a little bummed about that. But that's pretty cool, and that's basically it for the mail. I did pick up some stuff locally. I went to Five Below, and I got the entire Mantis Wave, so I'm pretty stoked about that. $5. Shout out to my local Five Below for stealing my red vines, by the way, because it's definitely on my receipt. But I didn't receive it in the bag.
Oh my god!
And I got so because of that Iron Giant book, I know we were discussing it last week. I want to do a quick correction. I was about to buy. I remember last week we said O scale was the best scale for that Iron Giant. It is not. O scale.
No, really?
O scale.
Somebody else told me O scale too after that.
Yeah, O scale is actually big. It's too big. HO scale is the correct scale.
What? Say it again. You was breaking up.
It's HO. So the letter H and then
HO.
O. Yeah.
The H literally standing for half O scale.
Yeah. Yeah, because Iron Giant is 1/80th scale, and then HO is I think 172, like 172nd or whatever.
Okay.
So it's the closest.
Okay.
And
I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger on the pack that I saw.
Yeah, so I had my cart on eBay last week full of O scale stuff for that coupon last week. Mm-hmm. But then there was an issue with my card, thankfully, otherwise I'd be in the hole with a bunch of out of scale shit. So pretty thankful for that. So I went to like my local like train hobbyist store. Just real cool shit. Like unironically too, like I'm not like heavy into trains, but like I have like a cool train set that I bought for like, you know, the Christmas tree and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's a cool place to go if you guys are looking for that scale of stuff. Then your local like train store or hobby store, they have a bunch of scaled stuff. I picked up these HO scale cats. I just posted a picture in the group actually.
Oh, with Ant-Man, I saw that.
Yeah, with the Ant-Man, and these things are tiny, like a centimeter tall. And then I picked up a house, also an HO scale house kit, and that thing, yo man, I thought like building Gundams and like you know, those figurized kits took a while, but like these HO scale like train hobbyist kits are like they're like don't underestimate them. I made the mistake of underestimating them because I was gonna shoot some stuff last night, and I was like, yeah, I'll build this thing in like an hour or two, and then I'll get to shooting. Dude, I was building this thing for 6 hours.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're there with a fucking monocle on your eye and a fucking sweating to death and shit. Your back's hurting.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's basically all I got. I did stop by like a thrift store, and then I got like this 12th scale tractor for $4. So I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into that. Oh, that's a whole nother world that'll open up so many fucking
It really
bad
is, man.
bad possibilities for your wallet and shit.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about HO scale, like all the other like hobbyist scales, is they sell the stuff, they sell the kits, and they're reasonably priced. They're like $20-$30 for like a house or whatever. But then they sell like resin versions of like houses that are already pre-assembled and stuff, where the detail is nuts, but of course they're going to be more expensive. But there's definitely enough, merchandise out there to start building really cool scenes for whether it be an Iron Giant, or if you guys are looking into like the smaller side of like Gundams and stuff like that. Just anybody around that scale, it's definitely out there. So it's pretty cool. That's basically all I got.
All right. What about well, Fabio's coming back. He's transferring from his car to his apartment, I guess. Okay. So Rick, what you get? Anything this past week?
What did I get? Give me a second. I didn't realize Fabio was gonna leave. Thanks, Fabio. You really fucked me on this one. I got fucking another Doc Ock, so that makes 3 Doc Ocks.
Whoa.
I got 2 because I only liked one type of the tentacles. I didn't like the tentacle that basically can't ever face forward. So I purposely bought 2 just so I could have 4 of the tentacle that does face forward. It really pisses me off.
All right, that's interesting.
It just annoys me. And and the third one was because I wanted a fat Hydra soldier. So, there we go.
There you go.
We got fatties on deck. Last night I went to my Target. I posted it on PNP, but for those that didn't see on PNP, I went to my fucking Target, and the Venom Wave is on discount. And it's not even like, I don't even know what percentage it is off. Because when I scanned it, it was $13. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I was badgering people because I'm sure everybody knows that they updated their scanners so you can no longer see if there's stock in the back. Fucking assholes.
Really?
Yeah, they updated so you can't do that no more. So I went up to one person. I was like, hey, you guys got more of these? And he checked the back. He's like, no, we don't got no more. And I was like, well, I'm not taking your word for it. And I went to 2 other people, and they all told me there was none.
And you took off your top shirt and had on a red shirt and khakis and just walked to the back?
Yeah. Hey, brother. Some guy said there's more in the back. I gotta go check this out.
Yeah, who did that in PMP like last year?
Oh my god.
That was Chris, I think.
Chris.
I think that was.
Oh my god.
Unreal.
And it worked for a little bit. That was what was crazy.
Yeah.
And finally, the third person was like, "Man, there's no way we have more in the back. This shit's on sale." That's literally what he said. And then I was like, "Well, that makes perfect sense." And so I just walked out with only that terrible bobblehead Brock Venom.
They got you on the impulse purchase, huh?
Yeah, they got me for $13. I mean, come on, $13 for a legend, and especially a new legend. I wanted Carnage or Typhoid Mary or even fucking Spider-Ham at 13. I basically would have taken fucking anything in the way for 13. So I got that. I was buying a bunch of random ass little 112 props from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if people have Hobby Lobbies in their towns, but if you do and you're not there buying props, well then you're making a huge mistake. I bought like a shitload of packs of books. I bought like this like 112 scale like the racks that are in the front doors of houses where you can put coats and hats and shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Standing hat rack.
It's funny. I had one of those from my old Muppets set. I think it came from, but I broke it, and I've been looking to get another one.
Yeah, this one is metal. You'll never break it. It's gold.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's really nice. I finally started opening some boxes, and I found a bunch of old figures. That doesn't fucking count. And I think the only other thing I currently I got this past week was just an Electro, and somebody had stolen the piece, and I complained, and they gave me, I think it was like 30% off. I didn't give a damn about the piece. I'm not building that spider, No offense to anybody that likes it, but I want nothing to do with it.
Defending me right now.
Yeah, got in the balls to Poncho on that one. I didn't care. I kind of thought like, oh, okay, this was one figure I don't give a shit about people stealing the piece from. And I went to the customer service desk at Target. I was like, come on, man, look at this. There's pieces missing. You're telling me I'm going to pay full price? Pieces missing? and they gave me that 30%, baby. And I've been trying to hunt down that magic. I can't find her for shit.
Yeah, I've been seeing her popping up. Oh, I haven't actually seen her myself, but online.
Yeah, you've been seeing in the groups that she's popping up. I mean, I'm not in like the biggest hurry to get it, but the sooner the better. After what happened with Silver Surfer, I'm very cautious. I'm happy to see the fucking thing is everywhere, but for whatever reason, that was absolutely not the case with Silver Surfer. And I don't know why that production was so low or what their shipment deal is, but that Silver Surfer was just like terribly stocked.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 Silver Surfers in the wild, and they were both at the same store. I guess like the day they got to South Carolina.
The exact moment and day. I've only seen it once in person, and at that time I was like, I already have one. I'll just get extras later. And lo and behold, the stock has stopped, and all people get now is things and magics at their store. So it's like, if you didn't get a Silver Surfer, I hope you find somebody to hook you up because it's not looking too hot for that stuff. I think that's the only stuff of note I got this week. I can't recall getting anything else.
Yo, Rick, did you get those Dragon Ball Adidas?
Dude, oh man, I could do a little quick story while Fabio's in here about that.
Let's go.
The way that release works is it works just like Yeezys for anybody that's attempted to get a pair of Kanye West Adidas, also known as Yeezys. What happens is that there's a release page for each individual product, the Goku and the Frieza. Mm-hmm. And what Adidas does is like to not have a something called a bot in this industry of like buying Supreme or buying Jordans or whatever it may be. There's bots, programs that people run to automatically check out for you. Yeah. And everything within a second. And so what they do to combat that is that they give it's like a raffle. Everybody can get on the page and they'll randomly give you access to buy the shoes. And so I got lucky. I was waiting in line for like an hour. I finally got access to buy the shoes. I was like, sick. I got the Friezas. I want the Gokus, but Frieza's top priority. And so I had the Friezas in my cart, and I was trying to check out for 30 minutes, and it just wasn't working. I kept adding them to cart. I was getting booted away, added to cart, booted away for 30 minutes, and then at one point, it sent me back to waiting in line to getting a raffle pick again. And I totally fucking lost out. Nobody knew that these things are going to be limited than more than any Yeezy ever was.
Really?
There's only 1,000 pairs.
Oh my god.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's just so dumb. Look at that. Look at those incredible shoes right there. Wow.
Those
Shenrons. The reason the Gokus aren't there, that's surprising.
The Shenrons are probably my favorite. The Shenron and Cells. They
those Cells. It looked like when they designed those sneakers, they were like, well, you guys like that character Cell? Let's make it look like him. This shoe came out like 2 years ago.
What's the deal with these? I didn't hear your introduction into this.
This is the collaboration with Adidas.
Bandai's collaboration with Adidas?
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Oh, all right.
There's the Majin Boos. Those are the Gohans, which are ugly as sin.
Those Gohans look like shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
The Vegetas, the Shenrons. There's also a Super Shenron and a Goku and a Frieza. Goku and Frieza and Shenron are probably like the top 3 pairs everybody wants. Goku and Frieza just releasing this past weekend.
Yeah, here they are.
Yeah, look at that. Incredible.
Yeah, I like those Gokus for sure.
Oh my god. And they have Boost. Come on, get out of here. Number 1. Yeah, I was really heartbroken I couldn't get them. I wanted both. I totally failed. Total failure.
Shenrons are fire. I like the Cells too. I mean, I'm not even a Dragon Ball fan like that. The shoes are dope.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic. I don't know about that Funko Pops picture, Adidas. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what's up with that? Come on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
Get all the way the fuck out of here. Although they're not the best looking, if anybody wants to know which one has like the highest quality materials on it, it's probably Goku or Majin Buu. That Majin Buu looks like it's covered in like pig suede. So.
Yeah. I like the M on the back of it too. It looks cool.
Oh yeah, the M is sick. What is that?
Yeah. For me, it has to be the Gokus, the Vegetas, or the Cells. The Shenrons are dope too, but I can see those just being like stupid.
There's another pair that people don't share enough. It's the black version of that, the Super Shenrons.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why most of these pictures don't have. Oh, there they are. Boom.
Oh, the Vegetas have a capsule core up on the back.
Do they?
Oh yeah, they absolutely do.
Oh yeah, those are the
I like
most
the
normal looking
Vegetas.
ones, let's say.
I like the Vegetas, but the whole tongue is yellow. Like if it was just the tip and then
Whoa,
yeah, I
whoa,
know.
buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's no
God
break.
damn.
First, we can't go long. Now this.
It show only wants the tip. All
Here, here
right.
first.
Yeah, there's like no cut in color. There's no the color blocking is a little. It could have been better.
Well, Rick,
I'm still gonna go for
very
all of them
sorry.
because now we know they're also limited.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for fucking all of them now.
Damn.
Well, you gotta get all of them. Look at that beautiful picture you can make with the boxes.
Yeah, each box.
Get all of them. You hear that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a VHS from 1997.
That's right.
That's pretty. That's pretty dope, actually.
Right?
I'm gonna have to pay resale for Goku's or Frieza's pretty soon, but the rest of them I'm gonna try for retail.
They really fucked up the Gohans too. I mean, there's no like white on it at all to break it up.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, man. It's literally just purple.
Like,
Yeah.
the souls are brown, I guess. I mean, like it's just
Very
so
gum.
weird. Like, yo, he wears purple, I guess.
He wears purple.
But he's got the red belt. He's got the white cape.
That's
There's
it.
some accenting there that could have easily gone for.
And I mean, there's no Piccolo. Let's
Get out of here.
Right?
Get outta town.
Seriously.
strike 3.
Strike 3.
We got
Strike
Goku,
4.
but no Piccolo when Goku's supposed to be the absent father. Come on.
Yeah, those are the stories of Rick's Dragon Ball woes. Really, really chapped my ass.
No, the shoes are dope. If I saw someone wearing these, I'd be like, dude, fuck you. I love you.
Yes. You'd stick them up and you fucking take their
Right.
shoes.
I have a lot of respect for you, but at the same time, I want to rob you. Deep respects, but I also really want you out of my face right now. Damn.
All right.
All right. Well, Fabio, it's your turn. You were actually supposed to go before Rick. What'd you get this past week?
Yeah, I got a couple things here and there. I don't know if you guys have been at Target recently, but they're starting to clearance out all the Marvel 10 years stuff. So I got
really?
the Crossbones 2-pack with Cap for $24, 25 I guess, and the Mark 7 Avengers Iron Man for 15, 13, something like that.
Nice.
And I'm glad I waited on those because I did want them, especially that Cap 2-pack, man. That Unmasked Chris Evans set is fantastic.
The
And
best one so far.
it fits perfect on the Mezco Captain Rogers, and so
Oh,
does
yeah.
the helmeted head. So I mean, it's
Win-win.
great.
Yeah, you know what sucks around me is that, I mean, I don't know how it is for everybody else, but the people that live in this area, like the Bay Area, must just really love movies. Because in every wave, and including with these packs, they're always sold out because people just love the movie characters here. Like, I never see movie-related figures on shelves because they always get bought out. Like, I haven't seen that Iron Man since it was first, like, released.
And I also went hunting for Thing because I noticed that it was hitting here in SoCal, and nothing. But I did find a Mr. Fantastic. So
Thing.
nothing.
Say it again.
But luckily, I found Mr. Fantastic, so I figure if I'm just starting to find him, then I'll probably find Thing in another like 3 months.
Oh my god.
That's how it works. But yeah, that's been about it. I just really like that Cap Crossbones 2-pack. For all the extra things you can do with it. Other than that, I think I just still have some stuff I gotta pick up. I want to get that new Michael Myers from Mezco, which is starting to drop. Looks really good.
Yeah, I'll probably show up at New York Comic Con this week, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I'm still waiting for that Aquaman too. That's about it. Short week for me.
I think I just got 2 things this past week. I got the Marvel Legends Archangel with the different heads and shit, which I just opened like a couple of days ago, even though I had it for like the whole week, I guess. I got it early in the week. But pretty cool. I kind of wish they actually put him on the Spider-Man 2099 body to really like do something new and different and like, really give you that extra articulation with those butterfly joints and shit. but I do like the additional heads though. And obviously the little Apocalypse claw thing is cool for some more playability and posability with your Apocalypse. So not cool. I mean, not bad there. And I also got the General Veers figure, the Star Wars Black Series figure. Shout out to my man John Paul Martinez, who hooked up a bunch of us actually with some shit from his like local Five Below. Yeah, they had Black Series stuff on sale and something else. So yeah, I got him because, like I've always say, I only collect the. Well, I'm really only invested in the villains from Star Wars Black Series and the vehicles, basically. Um, so yeah, that was it. That was the only two things I got. General Veers is pretty cool with the little body armor and shit that he comes with, and then he also comes with his helmet and his hat. So it looks like the Imperial kind of general dudes are getting rounded out for Star Wars Black Series, which is pretty cool. And that's it. Yeah, we could jump right into.
I did see that general at Walgreens, but I didn't see Thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Thing in person yet either, but I've had it for quite a while anyway. And I see people putting the Series 2 coat on Thing like that's something new. I did that shit first, motherfuckers. But yeah, that's it. We could jump into to topics. What's number one on the docket there?
Mezco Ronin Wolverine. What's everybody's reaction to that?
I liked it. I think I'm pretty sure I liked it. I don't even know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I bought it for the potential of it. I don't know that I want to like display it like that necessarily. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I felt like with Mezco, you can't really pass these things up, Like I'll find a use for it later, even if I don't know immediately what.
Yeah, it's a real sort of about to jump in a double Dutch rope kind of feeling every time something Mezco related goes up on the site and shit, because you like, I might be able to use the parts or like kit bash and do different things, or this might be one of those that go up crazy in price, and maybe I don't like it right now, but maybe after I get it in hand, I'll love it, and like that's that shit.
Exactly. As far as the look, it's not something I'm personally super connected with. This isn't even like the most I don't know, iconic look for Wolverine, I guess. But, it is an important era in his time. And if anything else, I really, here's what did it for me. The fact that he came with that man bun head right there with the samurai top knot, I was like, all right. I can display it just like that. And I can, use the extra head to put it on a Logan or Old Man Logan or something. I felt like it's just good fodder, if anything,
You know what?
There's a lot of good stuff. I like the clothing. It's all very well done, of course, but I just think it's good to have another, Wolverine body.
Looks like it might be some bendy wire in that scarf there too.
That's right.
But you know what else is cool too? Go a couple pictures back. You had the ungloved claw out hands, basically. I don't. That wasn't English, but you know what I'm saying. So that's actually pretty cool for some interchangeable parts for some of your other variants. That wasn't English. I don't know what's going on. Geez, Fabio, that must be your shit, because we are like
trying to pause this thing,
echoing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, we're good now.
But I'm still getting some feedback. But but those hands are pretty dope, and maybe a shirtless body would be pretty dope too, or a shirtless look. You might be able to pull off the what do you call that, kimono? Is that what that is? No, right? That's not what you call that.
What, the clothes he's wearing?
Yeah, the top part. Well, the whole thing. Was it? Is the entire outfit have a traditional name I'm missing, or is it just the top?
I guess a gi. You would call it a gi, maybe.
Is it a gi? All right. I'm not that stupid. I know what a gi is, but I didn't think you would call it that for a samurai. But okay, all right.
Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know.
All right. Anybody in the comments down there who knows every fucking thing like Brian Carter? Let us know, man.
Yeah, let us know. What would you call this?
But yeah, I do like the man bun too, though, Fabio. I do like that too. But I missed this shit. I didn't even pre-order it. Something was wrong with my cart, and I don't know what happened. I couldn't get it. So
Yeah, this was almost like Punisher levels of their site fucking up.
yeah,
He'll
wasn't it?
he'll be at the con anyway.
I figured that. That's why I wasn't so disappointed because I figured he'll be at New York Comic Con this week.
I actually was able to get this one because I woke up on time, so that's one less thing you need to get me, Bug.
No, I was up, man. No doubt. I was up, man, and I had the shit in my car and everything, and then shit was just acting stupid. I was like, what the fuck? For a minute, too, and then I went back and tried to refresh. That shit was out of stock.
Yeah, I'd fucked up because I put it through to PayPal, and then when I went to select my payment option, it like took me back to the beginning for some reason, and it seemed like my cart was empty. So I started basically from the beginning, went through PayPal, and when it brought me back to the final pay screen after loading, it actually added 2 to my cart. So I had to fucking go back and start over, and then delete 1, and then finish payment, and the whole thing took way too long. But it didn't sell out like nearly as fast as Punisher. I think this one lasted like 40 to 45 minutes. Punisher sold out in like 20 or something. So, you know, it's still desirable. People still want this, it looks like. But, yeah, definitely not the most iconic look. If anything, this might be like one of the easiest ones to turn into like a Weapon X custom.
I don't think that's going to be necessary. I'm sure with their obvious love of Wolverine, we're going to get every fucking version of Wolverine. So
yeah, I mean, if they're willing to do this version, there's no version they're not willing to do. It seems like
pretty much.
Oh, the Kami Shoma. Sorry,
that's what it's called.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The other thing I didn't really care about or like about this figure was the that goofy head. It looks like the same goofy head that we're going to get on the short jacket Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it looked worse in those other pictures. It actually looks a little better here, but he's like,
yeah, you know, that's definitely
fucking nuts.
I mean, the outfit looks great. There's no denying it. I like the little X details there, but I don't know. It's like someone else pointed out, Loco Lou says this is from the 5 Ronin comic run where they had a small handful of heroes in it, like Punisher, Deadpool, Hulk. But does that mean we're going to get those versions of this? Because there's really like nothing to pair this with unless you have a bunch of...
I don't want to see that, though, honestly.
Exactly, I don't either.
I'd rather them just put out a fucking generic ninja than that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would have... I mean, yeah, Weapon X would have been a much better option. But again, I think people would have considered that a little more essential to, you know, Wolverine's looks. And to put it behind an exclusive, you know, paywall basically is kind of like Tiger Stripe Wolverine all over again.
Mm-hmm. What you guys think? P, you getting this? I know you are.
I mean, I want to get it, but
you didn't get it this past week, though.
No, I sure didn't. I was broke as a joke this last week. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks cool. I'm just much like Fabio. It's I don't really have enough of a personal connection with this storyline. So if I don't get it, it's whatever. I'm not gonna lose my mind over it, honestly. But I mean, I think it looks cool. I think like the biggest thing for me when it comes to these Mezco figures is like we've talked about it before, but it's like when it comes to 1/12 scale clothing, the thing that always breaks the illusion is like the stitching and like how big it is.
Mm-hmm.
But usually the case with these Mezcos is like in photographs they always look weird, but in person they look just fine. So hopefully that's the case as well.
Right.
But I just don't. I'm not a seamstress, you know, so I don't know if it's possible to just make smaller.
Yeah, we breaking up crazy.
Oh, my bad. I just don't know if it's possible to make these smaller, like the stitching smaller, or closer together. But I mean, I think it looks really cool. All the parts that come with it look super cool. His outfit is tight. I mean,
he's got the I shop at Whole Foods hair.
I think this will also look really cool if you actually like basically take off the top of the robe and just kind of drape it around his waist.
Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna look tight.
A lot of options. Yeah, whenever it comes to these long sleeve characters, I generally don't display them with the long sleeve, just because I think long sleeves in that scale, especially if it's loose clothing, it kind of gets that kind of like puff jacket kind of look. So I generally don't display my mezcos if they have long sleeves with their long sleeves on. So like my Joker is always like vest only with the short sleeves and stuff. So yeah.
I'm really interested to see if they how detailed they went with the full body. If he's like,
Yeah.
If his arms are totally hairy and chest and whatever the case may be.
I was just thinking, I was about to say, his chest actually looks like it has some hair detail on it. I don't know if you can see it in this picture or the next one.
There's one where you can see
Yeah.
see it
You
really
definitely
well.
see it. And that's another reason why this will look better shirtless than Old Man Logan.
Get a real Jerry Seinfeld going.
Yeah. It'll grow back thicker and fuller than before.
Oh, that's an old wise tale.
Is it? Yeah.
Rick, you don't really fuck with too many mezcals, do you?
I want this one, but I'm like, unless I know somebody like is not gonna have to go through hassle to get it, like I'm not gonna pressure no one, you know. When I saw the link, it was like you said, the site was just not working well, and I was like, oh fuck it. If I know someone at NYCC that has an extra or doesn't have to go through no bullshit for it, then I'll ask. But if not, oh well. I don't mind, passing on some of it. Although I want it, I'm not gonna be heartbroken.
You know what? It's good to know that you guys aren't putting 6 Wolverines in your carts.
Yeah.
I get that a lot from people, and I meant to talk about this last week, but just real quick, like, I don't buy a bunch of mezcos and corner the market on any figure for that matter, and then try to scalp them. Like, I don't know where people get that notion from. Let me kind of break down real quick what I do with shit, especially if I'm like doing a raffle or a drawing or some shit on my Instagram. I don't buy up the entire stock of any one thing and then hold on to it and then raise up the price. No, I collect. I want this shit for myself for sure, and I want to make my personal figure free or as cheap as possible. So if I'm able to get 2 of something or 3 of something, sure, I'll do a drawing for one thing to make my item free and to make a little cash. Like, yeah, I'm a hustler at the end of the day. I'm gonna get to the money one way or another, and I'm going to also get the figures that I want for as cheap as possible. That's the game. That's what hustling is. I don't consider a raffle scalping. Like, I don't know where people come with this shit. Like, I participate in mad raffles myself throughout the weeks and shit like that, and lose my own money. And I go in knowing full and well that the person who's hosting the raffle is going to make bread, and I don't care, because I might be able to get the item that I want for a few dollars. That's what it is. That's gambling. Like, that's just what it is. Like, say I meant to talk about that last week because, people talking shit and like screen capping my posts and this and that, and like, yo, eat a dick. All right, kid. Just stop with the bullshit.
Nobody that's judging you is paying for the shit that you buy. Like, unless you're paying for my stuff, I don't give a shit about your opinion.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. So yeah, Mezco Wolverine, pretty dope. I guess he's okay. The Ronin Wolverine. This week, well, I'm not gonna jump ahead. What's next, B?
NECA Shredder was teased.
Heyo.
I didn't even know.
Really?
Certainly was.
All right, so what scale though?
They're teasing the 1/4, obviously.
Okay, all right. So to go with the big ass turtles that they put out last year, right?
We've already seen the foot soldier that goes with it, but we'd only heard that they were still working on Shredder and it wasn't available at SDCC. But now we have official looks.
What was the tease though? What you got a picture? Let's see it, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was on Sci-Fi magazine, I guess.
Let's see here. Oh, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is from NECA's Twitter. wonder what kind of. You guys see that?
Yeah, he's gonna be fucking massive, huh? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool.
I don't do 1/4 scale, but I know they're impressive.
Right, yeah. For literally like 30 seconds, I thought I wanted to get the 1/4 turtles, but then I was like, yeah, where am I gonna put 4 toddlers in my fucking house? Shit's crazy.
Basically.
Yeah, it's true.
Very true.
I'm good on that.
There was another photo that also showed their gauntlets or something. But...
Yeah, there sure was. I was looking for that too, but.
So basically, yeah, this is the quarter scale one. It's gonna go with the quarter scale turtles you already have. Presumably, this means they'll also shrink it like they did the 7-inch turtles. Now that they have retail outlets to do so, if you got the quarter scale ones, and get the shredder and get a couple of foot soldiers to go with it. And if you don't have the quarter scales, just fucking wait for the 7-inch.
Can you imagine Army building fucking foot soldiers at a 1/4 scale?
Honestly,
Somebody will do it. Somebody will do it. No question.
Some lunatic in these streets.
It'll happen.
No, it's gonna be good.
From now, we see that lunatic with Fabio.
Basically.
Hey, I thought 4 of them was pretty alright.
You know, I do have a fair amount of the quarter scale stuff from NECA, but I don't have any of the turtles. So, whoa,
Mamma mia!
We just entered a Windows XP screensaver.
Oh my god!
What do you have? You have that Deadpool?
I have the Deadpool, the regular version, the Ultimate one. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I have Superman and Batman from BVS, or I guess Man of Steel. I got Avengers Cap, Avengers Iron Man, Dark World Thor, Doctor Strange, and Homecoming Spider-Man, and Master Chief.
Where the fuck do you put this stuff?
You know, I have this crazy computer desk that has like a shelf on top of it, and they fit perfectly.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
Look impressive is a Thanos. Like if they made a Thanos, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
That shit would be massive.
If I could just shamelessly plug here, if you want to see my quarter scale collection, go check out my NECA room tour video.
Actually, you know what? I carried over the link from last week's episode, so ittle be in this video too on the description. So
beautiful.
Yeah, it's towards the end of the NECA video, but just watch the whole thing. Get yourself a little McDonald's on Mech delivery from Uber Eats, and just sit in and watch the video. By the time you actually delivery and finish watching the video.
Shout out to Uber Eats, man. Why don't you sponsor us or some shit? Me and Peppy went to one of her classmates from what do you call that, beautician school or whatever, had a little get together at this club last night, and we went and hung out for a while and got tipsy, and then and came home, and we called Uber Eats at like 3 a.m, and they were delivering still. It was the greatest ever. But from like a good restaurant, like our local like Chicken Shack, it's great. But yeah. So Shredder's coming. Did they give us a date?
No official date, but we'll probably see it at the con, which is why they're starting to use the images. Those photos are honestly probably from like a few weeks ago, and they're only just showing them, and it's probably more complete at this point. So we'll probably see it at New York Comic Con, if not Toy Fair.
It makes sense. All right, moving right along.
On the cusp.
That's it. They'll probably have the full thing just in grayscale, I would imagine.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
It would be appropriate for them to have, a more complete product sort of look at New York Comic Con for Turtles. So, knowing Randy and him liking to sync things up like that, I don't doubt that it'll be like pretty close to completion by then.
Hell yeah.
He's got the whips out there in the workshop. He's working these dudes overtime to make sure they get Shredder done.
Well, I guess if they have the grayscale, I guess they'll have them standing next to the turtles and shit, huh?
Yeah. And that's sculpted in full size. It's not like a larger that they shrink or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we're looking forward to that. What else?
I'm looking forward to the 7-inch shrink down, but yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so next up, just touch on the Figma Zenyatta from I was about to say from Figma. No, it's from Overwatch. These are really cool. The reason I wanted to put this on the docket is like, so canon wise, like there's like just a bunch of robots that just that look like him in in Overwatch canon. So this could potentially be a really cool army builder. You could probably mix these with some synthetic humans also if you want to get like a really cool shot going. So I think that's pretty cool. I haven't played Overwatch in a while, so
A while.
a while, but I'm pretty stoked for this figure. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I don't know shit about it though.
Yeah, I mean, like just his design aesthetically is just like so cool. And Yacht is like, damn, what a great character. Oh, look at this little effect piece. Damn. You can tell I didn't look at this shit before the podcast started. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. He looks really cool next to everybody. Get some cool.
The shit that they put up from Overwatch so far, are these like the villains or heroes or what's their?
They're doing like, so I think there's only one villain out right now. Well, he's not out yet, but they announced one villain.
Okay, that's the guy with the gun with his back turned right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody else has been a hero. So like Genji is a hero, Zenyatta is a hero, Tracer is a hero. And then Reaper is the only villain out right now. There's a third-party other hero, Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped like last year, and he was from one of the companies that does third-party Transformers. And he transformed, which is sick. That's a really cool figure.
Wow.
But just nobody. I guess nobody really gave it any love. You know, it brings up a very funny story. I remember when you pre-ordered Overwatch at GameStop, you got like a little baby Winston figure. Winston is like a gorilla. His character's a gorilla, and like you got like a little figure of him when he was like a baby with glasses or whatever. And I remember I did this shot, and it was like I did like a big cutout for like the scientists and stuff, and then I set up like a whole scene, and I was like, oh hell, I was like, yo, this is really cool. Like, you know, like you're always so stoked for a shot, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be so dope. Like, I can't wait to throw it like out into the ether and like watch people like talk, like just interact with people with the photo and stuff. But I put it out like 2 or 3 days before the game came out, and then it just like dropped into the board because nobody knew what the fuck it was.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this sucks. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stoked for this figure. I think it looks really cool. And if you want, like, the army building possibilities are there. Even though, I don't know. I mean, like, he has like a lot of stuff for this character is specific to him, but there are like a group of like robot monks that basically has his same the basic same clothes as he has on. They just don't have they don't have the orbs. I don't think so, but it's pretty cool.
Well, it looks like those orbs are not fixed on the figure, right?
No, you can take them off. Like, it looks like it's just next to this. It attaches to the stand.
Part of the stand. Okay, yeah, okay.
So
yeah, that's pretty cool. The design is really cool, but ain't nobody gonna be doing too much army building with a fucking Figma figure.
No, for sure, no. Oh, they are releasing one more other villain. Widowmaker is another villain there.
I say that, and I bought 3 of those fucking Gerlokovich soldiers and shit too at full price.
Really?
Then the bootlegs came out.
That's it. That is very true. All right, so next up, I guess before I forget, somebody wanted to talk about the Daisen Genos that dropped for pre-order. We'll talk about that.
For sale, it's already in stock.
Yeah, that's right. It's already in stock. Has yours shipped yet, Rick, or no?
No, fucking CMT.
Yeah, those guys take forever.
You mean CMD?
No, it's CMT. It's a China model store.
Okay, yeah, I'm bugging. Okay.
But yeah, Rick, I know you got one. Bug, you don't fuck with this show.
Discount, baby. Discount.
That's it. Yeah, you.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say before you had got off the Figma shit. Like, yo, they've been rapidly announcing Overwatch shit, but what about all the other cool shit that they like? What the fuck? I don't understand I don't understand what they picked to really go all in on. Like, it's kind of weird. Not to say that Overwatch is not popular, you know what I'm saying? But damn,
I just think
crazy.
with Overwatch specifically, it's a video game that gets constant updates, so it's always in the public eye. Like, even though people like the business model for Overwatch, like, even though people kind of fall off Overwatch, like, they'll release a new character every couple of months, they'll release a new map every couple of months, and then that whole, or at least a big chunk of that player base will always come back and then get reinvigorated into Overwatch. So I can understand why they are putting a lot more into Overwatch versus their One Punch Man, especially considering One Punch Man, like, that was like a, I mean, no offense, it was like a flash in the pan kind of thing a couple of years ago, but only because, like, it had a really great first season and then that's it. And then the next season won't come out until next year. So, like, that big of a gap between you know, what do you call it? Between shows, it's you know, that really can't mean a lot for how well you think that figure is going to sell, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm totally with you. Figma, they stockpile all these great licenses and never do shit with them.
Yep. And I pray a lot that Bandai takes that fucking license and stops playing around. Like, I was honestly offended that they had it on a poll. Like, you need to poll. You think you need to poll that? You think you need to ask people if they want My Hero Academia figures? Like, you can't be serious. Of course they want them. Jesus Christ.
Talk about having your finger on the pulse.
Like, would you guys want One Punch Man SHF? Like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Would you like $100 for free?
Boog, are you gonna get this or no? You haven't even gotten the One Punch, have you?
No, I haven't.
No.
But I don't know. You know, as collectors, we see weird shit in figures, and I see an apron and a bag accessory. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really care about the figure too much, but you know, I'm looking at the accessories, and even on the One Punch Man, who came with a bag as well, right?
Yeah, he sure did.
So I don't know. I'm looking at
that's
the accessories.
That's like their thing. They go grocery shopping a lot.
Right. Yeah. You know, I've watched quite a few episodes, and then the ones that I didn't really like watch, I watched over Peppy's shoulder when she was watching the shit. So, you know, I'm up on it. I know what's going on for the most part, but you know, I don't know.
Well, as Brian Carter just pointed out in the chat, we really need some Fortnite figures from Bandai. That's the next thing they're going to put on the poll.
Yeah, how's McFarlane beating everyone to it?
Actually, on a sort of side note, kind of related but not related to Fortnite. Yeah, that's the game where they're doing all those dances and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Millie Rock in that game, right?
Sure do.
On any block.
I heard that 2 Millie was like trying to get his shit together to kind of like sue them or whatever for the rights to his dance or to cut him a check or some shit or whatever the case may be. Like, you know, that's typical like corporation shit that they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
yeah, I think the problem is that you can't trademark a dance.
Yeah, that's probably the problem. But
I don't think you can trademark a dance.
I just thought I'd mention that for you people that are not from New York or don't know. But the Millie Rock was originated by some kid from Brooklyn, out in Brooklyn, and New York, called
Can you turn on your cam and show us, Boog?
Stupid.
Open your window. Show us what it is.
But
uninitiated.
His that block where he's from that shit is the fucking danger zone. I'll tell you that.
Yeesh. Coney Island.
Revving up your engine.
No, not Coney Island. He's from Gates out there. It's funny because my brother and my cousin were roommates together for a while, right over there where they from or whatever. That block is fucking hood as fuck. But yeah. So a quick side note.
And
Good stuff.
another thing that's really hood as fuck is that speaking of Dawson, I don't know if they did something just recently that I'm not sure if you're aware of yet, Poncho.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
sure-
the Melly Rock on the
Oh,
screen.
there we go.
I'm sure everybody knows. There it is. Look at him on any block.
That's it.
Millie Rock on any block. There you go. Woo!
All right, what are you saying, Rick?
Shit. Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys know that the Dawson got their start and like their notoriety from those slam dunk figures.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
I did see this.
They're retroactively adding things that you can buy to improve these figures now. You can buy a warm-up jumpsuit for your slam dunk figures.
Hell yeah. These
So it looks like a Chicago Bulls warm-up suit. I would love if they do the same thing for One Punch and we get like his Opie sweater.
Yeah. Yo, give me an Opie sweater, I'll lose my mind.
I'm gonna buy 10 of them and have everybody on my shelf wearing it. Just absolute ignorant shit. I really hope they do that for One Punch. These characters could actually wear clothes, and Genos has been known to wear a hoodie from time to time. So
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that I could see them just like releasing different torsos for Genos, honestly, because like his arms will always stay the same, but you get like the hoodie for Genos because he never wears sleeves. Like it's always just like it's that hoodie or that white collar shirt that he wears during like that fight with Saitama. So like
if anything, the shirt comes off and he has that like Iron Man chest.
That's it. Yeah. If they would have just released him with like an iron chest, like an exposed robotic chest, and then just put out packs of shirts and regular clothes, that would have been flames. Unreal.
Oh, I would have loved it.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked for this, man. I can't wait for it to come in. Like, I only own 3 1/6 scale figures, and one of them is Genos, and then the other one is One Punch, or the other one is Saitama. So that 1/6 scale Genos is crazy, unbelievable.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's incredible. I'm so happy to have it in this scale now.
Yeah, for sure.
Genos is just such a fucking badass, and he's such a humble badass.
Truly.
He loves Saitama so much he thinks he's like a total joke. Damn it! I could never be as good as Master. Like, man, you just blew up a whole city.
So again,
What a man.
Let's Rick, this is all you. SH Figure Arts Blanca.
Oh my god! Favorite character, favorite company, favorite line.
Damn. Just quadruple threat.
A lot of favorites, baby.
Fucking god! When I was a kid, my favorite characters were always the ones no one else wanted to play with. Fucking T-Hawk.
I actually like playing with Blanca. I hated T-Hawk though.
Fuck T-Hawk.
I was Mexican, and when I picked him, I saw he was from a Mexican. He had a Mexican flag. I was like, "Well, done deal."
Done deal. Well, that's
dude.
pretty much how they get you with Street Fighter shit. No
I'm
question
doing it.
about
I'm doing it for hashtag mi gente. You know, I'm out here picking T-Hawk any moment, even though he honestly is most of the time is not that great. But Blanca, I always loved Blanca, so I cannot wait. Look at that, Jesus Christ!
And it was those characters that you never wanted to pick, but if somebody else picked you and beat you up with that character, you'd be fucking pissed like Dawson.
Yeah, this motherfucker was keeping me at bay with Dawson with the long hands.
Basically, be mad as
I'm
fuck.
I'm really curious as to how the hair is gonna work and the neck is gonna work.
Yeah,
I'm buying both this and whenever what's it called? Storm makes theirs. I'm taking both.
Shit, I totally forgot. About
yeah, a Storm Blanca is gonna be nuts. Wow.
Sign me the fuck up. Yes, 2 days ago.
I'm really interested to see Figure Arts delve into the villains, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to see aside from Akuma, we got Akuma, but yeah, I want to see what Figure Arts does with Bison and Vega. You know,
Yeah, man, they need to quit playing. We want Vega. You know, we need fucking Bison. We need Balrog.
no question.
need Sagat. Enough with these games.
Yeah, Sagat is an absolute must. I don't know why Storm or SH Figuarts has not done Sagat yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, these guys make a million versions of Ryu, but they don't make a Sagat. Like, how does that make any sense?
Well, it's a good possibility we may see some ill shit come Thursday. So
yeah, I don't understand why a lot of people assumed this line was dead for so long when we just got Sakura. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the line is dead. Like, man, they got a lot of different properties to release figures from. We got Harry Potter coming up.
Yeah.
They do DBZ.
Oh yeah, that's dropping next month actually.
Exactly.
The Harry Potter figures. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Harry Potter figures through Amazon.
Oh shit. So yeah, we'll see you in January, Rick.
Catch me in
Basically.
February with. I really hope that has anybody taken a good look at that head sculpt of Harry when he's smiling?
I have not. Why? What's
Oh,
your...
take a good look at it. It looks like you edited the picture as a joke, Poncho. Oh my god, he looks like a meme. Like I hope that's not the final product, because Jesus Christ. Got a real creepy, I just saw my cousin in the shower smile.
Damn. Yes. He doesn't even have any cousins left. It's like,
He doesn't have
Dudley. Dudley. I'm an idiot. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it for Blanc. You can't talk much about Blanc.
Yeah, there ain't really much we could say. It's literally a picture of.
Yeah, that's all we got.
It's literally a picture of a resin. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a 3D. It's a 3D
model.
rendering.
Yeah, 3D model, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even of a resin. Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking picture of a 3D.
It'll probably be on display at New York Comic Con. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the what do you call that? Is it would it be resin? No. Whatever it is.
Grayscale.
Grayscale. Yeah. That's what the term was slipping my mind. But
Comic Con, you probably just see this picture printed out.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did some shit like that too, though.
That's always the worst, when brands just put up a cardboard cutout.
Where
he's coming soon. I would have loved to see it. Let's see if they sell the lightning pack with this, the one that they keep discounting everywhere.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, if they would.
But you know what? They've been pretty good with including great accessories to really showcase the character's power. So I think we'll get something new. I don't think they'll recycle those.
Oh, man, I really hope so. I love Blanca, so I'd love that kind of treatment.
Yeah.
All right. SH Figuarts Boma is shipping. Did any of you guys get Boma?
Ugly Knees herself.
I didn't. I don't think I got her through any Japanese site, so I'll be waiting a while.
Yeah, catch me in February.
Well, they'll probably have her.
Yeah, they might have her at New York Comic Con. You're right.
Oh, 100% she's there.
I saw a picture of shit that they were gonna have already.
Really?
And although they don't normally add the new figures to that announcement, but they had all of the same shit that they had at the last 3 stops that they made on their world tour, basically.
Yeah, more greens and cells and.
Well, they had the Red and Green Ranger. They had Vegito. They had what else did I see? I don't know. I just saw the picture before we started recording. So. But yeah. So yeah, it's a good possibility they will have Boma for sale. And what was the other thing that we had mentioned last week that was about to drop?
Oh yeah, something else about to drop.
I don't know.
Was it Go Tanks?
No, Go Tanks is the end of the month. That's October 27th is the official quote unquote release date for Go Tanks.
Oh man, if he's at NYCC,
that'd be a wrap.
You don't have to ask me, Boog. Don't ask. I want one.
No doubt.
Don't ask me.
And you know what? The Bandai shit is usually easier to get than some of the other things and shit. So yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah, they're quick about, and everybody knows what they want when they go to Bandai, and they're quick to check people out.
And yeah, you don't want to pass up on this Boma because she comes with not only a Dragon Ball but the Dragon Ball locator, as you can see there.
Boom! Look at that, and she also comes with terrible knee sculpts.
And you know what? Yeah, it's pretty bad. But when I had interviewed Rich a couple years ago, before he left Bandai, he was talking about how they were spreading out the Dragon Balls and other items throughout the figures over the next couple of years and shit. So if you haven't been picking up certain figures, then you're going to be asked out, or maybe you'll be asked out about getting all 7 Dragon Balls, basically, and the locator. So
Yeah, the locator comes with Bulma.
yeah.
Boom.
So
Look at that. We got goggles. We got a locator. We got a pistol.
that is not a pistol, sir.
I know. As soon as I said pistol, I was like, "Well, that's not a." I take back everything I said.
That is a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, that is a fucking.
That's a Uzi.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks great. I mean, I'm really excited for it because I have a lot of Dragon Ball vehicles, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of displays with her, just like on different vehicles or working on different vehicles. And
Yeah,
stuff.
well, tell me the deal with this particular outfit. I think I asked you that before.
Oh.
I don't even know.
Manga cover.
Of course. So this is Bulma's first appearance on, but it wasn't in the manga. It was just like the manga cover and first promotional artwork for Bulma, and I think that's why they went with this, because like even though Bulma has arguably more time, I mean she obviously has more time in other outfits, but you could argue that this is her most iconic look, because for a very long time, especially in Japan, like all of Bulma's promotional art and everything was this in her Desert Punk outfit. And Akira Toriyama's favorite art style is Desert Punk and stuff. So, I mean,
What is the deal with the one leg out though? What the fuck's that?
Yeah, it's the
Desert Punk.
Desert Punk, baby. 80s Japan, I guess. I don't
So
know.
she
we
could
heard
get a
you like
fucking-
Mad Max.
So she can get a fucking nasty, terrible sunburn on one leg, huh? Got it.
No one would ever know because the other one's covered up.
That's it.
Well, she recently switched. It used to be the other one that was bare, then it got real tan after she
There you have it. No,
Yeah.
it's still a cool look though. You know, I don't hate it or anything, but
It's-
all the
very
all the joking about that knee aside, this is the queen.
Yeah, for sure.
Figure of her, I don't know what to tell you.
I think it's a really good move for. I personally don't mind that they went with this outfit for her first release, because I can guarantee you, they'll do a second Bulma in like something from like Dragon Ball Z, like whatever her outfit they choose for Dragon Ball Z was. We might even see like a red dress Bulma, just because she wears it a lot in the Buu arc, and they're starting to release a lot of Buu figures, and then she wears it at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super anyway, so it could
Let's get that Afro Bulma.
and
oh
then
my god.
they'll fuck us over and make it where you can't swap any of the heads.
Oh
too.
yeah, for sure.
They'll make each figure like slightly taller so that the peg.
Right. Pretty much.
But yeah, mine should be here Tuesday, so I'm pretty amped on this.
So early on in the manga, when she was rocking this, what was the deal with her and Goku?
Well, so she never wears this in the manga. This was the cover art for the first.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, but like her outfit in the manga is like her icon, like her most iconic outfit, arguably, which is like her pink dress with like the high ponytail and stuff like that.
Okay.
But,
All right.
yeah.
Excellent. So hopefully like I said, we'll see this at New York Comic Con next week. What's next?
I'll speak a little bit on the demonical fit stuff real
Okay.
quick.
Do that.
Yeah, so I put out a review for demonical fit Ginyu. I got him early last week, so I had a lot of time to mess with him. I like it. I really love this fit, like the demonical fit Ginyu. I think it's really cool. Like Ginyu is already one of my favorite characters, so admittedly I might be a little biased, but I just really like it. Like the idea of third party Dragon Ball SH figure arts is like already nuts to me. So like I really hope that third party has the same influence on Dragon Ball than it did with Transformers. Because if that's the case, then like there's no losers in this. Like but I think it's a really solid figure. The legs are a little weird. They're pretty loose out of the box. They are super loose. But Michael Michael Wisman, shout out to Michael Wisman, said in PMP that all you have to do is like put some glue on the pegs, or you could use like that pledge floor polish or whatever to tighten up the joints. And then
Or clear nail polish. as
yeah,
well.
clear nail polish works too. You can do it all, man. And like once you fix the legs on that, then the figure is total money. Like his articulation is pretty nice too. The thing I like about him the most in terms of articulation is like his what do you call it? Let me find this picture. His ab crunch is nuts. Like it's literally 90 degrees. It's super
Look at that. Jesus.
super weird. Like
Yeah, it reminds me of the SH Figure Arts homemade suit Spider-Man, the way they gave him that added articulation, but it leaves that little gap in his back, but it is a nice,
Damn.
still a nice touch.
You remember when I thought that there would be no crunch?
yeah,
Wow.
man.
Slap me in the face.
We all did, actually. We were
Yeah,
all,
we sure did.
all questioning that, actually. So.
Don't let me in. I knew for a fact.
I always.
Yeah,
Not covering for your mistakes. Don't.
I'm super like yeah, all in all, like the Ginyu is great. When it comes to the other two soldiers, I got those after the Ginyu.
That's interesting, seeing them next to the other
The other Saiyans and stuff.
Saiyans and armors. Yeah, that's pretty nice look.
Yeah, he looks really good with anybody in Saiyan armor or anybody in battle armor. So,
Mhm.
he looked really good. He looks really good next to the soldiers too. So the soldiers' names are Banan or Banan. I can't. It's just it's a play on banana. Pretty
We got
much.
a Steve Bannon soldier. All right.
But like those figures require a little bit more work than this Ginyu. Unfortunately, their legs are more frozen. Like the joints are more fused. Like the thigh swivel is more fused, and like the split is more fused. So it does require a little bit more mod work. But all in all, it's a solid figure. Like I really think this is a really good first entry into the line. You know, aside from the mistakes, I think it's a really good first entry.
We'll see what happens. I see that they tease the other little dude. What's his name?
Jace. Yeah, they tease Jace and they tease Guldo also. Like the really little guy is what they
And the size on him, oh my god.
Yeah, it works really good. Like I do a quick scale comparison here, and the scale works really well. Ginyu is like a tall dude. I think like for a lot of people, it's been so long since they've watched the Namek saga, but like Ginyu is fucking huge, and I think a lot of people just remember him being a little shorter, but he's like massive. So his scale works really well, and
but then he's still not even the tallest out of the crew.
That's it. Yeah, like he isn't the tallest, so I do touch on that like in just a second. So like, yeah, he's like in the middle. So Raccoon will probably be the same size as the SH Figure Arts Broly, and then Birder will probably be taller than Broly. And I was talking to somebody on Instagram, and I had a realization that with that body, like with the Birder body, they could probably do a King Cold like right off the bat with the Birder body.
Shut the fuck up, Poncho. Oh my god.
So,
oh my god.
Yeah. So there's a lot of really cool possibilities.
All right, you got me. I think I'm gonna get the Ginyu at least.
Yeah, and
I mean, what's his name? What's his name? It is Ginyu.
Yeah, it's Ginyu. Yeah.
All right, but it is the Ginyu Force though. The team.
Yeah, his team is called the Ginyu Force. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You can go even further with the battle armor. Like when they do Guldo, you can use that upper Guldo to maybe even do like a battle armor Krillin, or even a Gohan, maybe if he's small enough. But if he's not that small, then I don't want that. I don't want him to.
I didn't even think about that. Interesting.
Yeah. So cool. there's a lot of options. I think it was really smart for them to go with battle armor for their first like main, like their first like hero mold, I guess, or their hero buck. Because there's just so many characters that they can do with battle armor that they could either get away with or whatever. They could do like Turles or just, King Vegeta maybe. If they do a first form Frieza, it's fucking over. Like, it's just, there's so many possibilities with this line, so I'm pretty
That's when he's in a Professor X chair, right?
That's it, yep. But yeah, that's right here. I'm just showing like how to fix the joints. I just put paper in between mine, and it worked out. It worked out just fine.
Put some sweet propel in there,
That's it.
huh?
But
Okay.
yeah, the Ginyu is money. If if you like Ginyu in any sense, and you really want to fill out that Namek Saga roster, definitely pick him up. And Demonical Fit said that, or Demoniacal Fit said a second print run is not out of the question, but who knows when that'll be. So if you can find like a good deal on him, then jump on it for sure.
All right, excellent. Yeah, look at that. That's nice articulation.
It is very nice.
That team shot right there, Jesus.
Beautiful.
Yeah, those are statues though. Anybody that's
Yeah.
watching. Yeah,
Don't get too excited.
all right,
You got them early.
what's next on the docket?
Magic at Walgreens.
Boom.
Oh yeah. So we touched on that a little bit in the beginning of the podcast, but Magic is showing up, and this was a figure that a lot of people thought they weren't gonna own because she was part of that original San Diego Comic-Con box set. I guess that was what, 2016, maybe
15, I think.
15. Okay, and yeah, there obviously are some pink differences between the Wolverines one at retail and the one from the box set. But yeah, it's your opportunity to own a retail version of Colossus's sister. And where's she showing up? Where has she popped up?
He's Walgreens
I
only.
heard SoCal, but I have not seen any. I barely.
Yeah, I know Walgreens, but I meant what cities, folks.
I was like, come on, what's going on here?
Yeah, what city? Because I've seen a couple posts, but I don't know what cities they were showing up in.
I
Actually,
heard
you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard Cali too. Somebody on Instagram had hit me up and showed me their local.
I believe.
I think it was Cali though.
I think Texas as well. I think Texas and California are like the two places it's been showing up big. I know random places have had it. Like I've seen somebody in like Tennessee found one, but like I don't think I've heard of like New York or like anything like that.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I drove around to a couple different Walgreens looking for this thing, and then the news broke that this was hitting SoCal, so I figured, if I don't find thing, maybe I'll find this, I ended up only finding a bunch of Mr. Fantastics, and it was funny because I brought it up to the counter to pay for it, and the lady was like, "Oh, is this one of those Funko Pop vinyls?" And I'm like, "How dare you, young lady?"
I want you fired.
Yes. I was like, "Get out. I mean it. Get out. Just leave.
Just leave.
You're not useful here."
Leave your badge.
But yeah, no luck finding thing, therefore no luck finding Magic, but finally found Mr. F. So
finally. What?
Mr. F.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, I'm still looking for a Johnny Storm myself, so.
Oh man. My comic shop got a bunch of Johnny Storms.
Uh-oh.
With no Walgreens stickers.
Come up, incoming.
Yeah. Come by. Come help me move.
Yeah, let me hop on a plane.
Oh yeah. Well, that'd be great.
All right, yeah. So
Anyway, yeah. Tell us in the chat if you've seen this or have heard where Magic is popping up, or if you've even found thing. Because a lot of people have been having better luck than others.
Yeah,
If
you
Todd
found
still-
Magic. Yeah, if you
if
found
Todd
Magic. Damn.
There he'll... Shut up, Poncho! Get out of here!
Oh, and I forgot about Silver Surfer. I haven't seen Silver Surfer either.
Wait, Poncho, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna say if you've seen Magic, sound off in the chat and what state you're in, so we can get.
Yeah, we got a few chiming in here. Let's see. Thing is in New Jersey. Thing is in North Carolina. Heavy. Raleigh and Clayton. They had them in Vegas, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin man seen one.
Chopman02 in Wisconsin says that he's seen one thing and 4 Magics.
Oh my god! Wow.
Thing in Silver Surfer is Heavy in STL. Is that Seattle? I don't know.
I think that's St. Louis.
Oh, okay. The Lou. Yeah, if you'd said the Lou, I would know.
Hometown of hit rapper of the early 2000s, Murphy Lee.
What about Nelly, dude?
Man, Nelly's nothing to Murphy Lee. I'm just playing. Nelly's the man. Come on.
Listen to Riding to what's it called? Hot in Her a few more times to get him out of tax evasion charges.
Jesus Christ.
He's got to pay his lawyers. Go on Spotify and listen to my man Nelly. He needs the plays.
Gracious, taxes bodacious.
From what I understand, he's pretty well off. He's doing okay money wise.
Why do you think
pay his
he's
taxes?
Why do you think he's
I don't know
evading
how well. I
taxes?
thought he was playing the Pachanga Hotel. In
Oh wait, well, what happened? He got some tax evasion charge or something? Is that what you said?
like that a few years ago.
Oh no. You know, recently he just had to settle with some chick out of court for like some sexual assault or rape allegation or some shit. I don't know. Apparently he
It's
didn't.
really getting hot in here.
Yeah,
Jesus
really.
Christ.
Apparently he didn't actually do anything or do it, but somehow I don't know.
It gets
Somehow
worse because
he ended up having to pay the chick in some type of way. I don't know, man.
You know what they say? Hey, must be the money.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. It doesn't end. What was even worse about this case was that his wife was involved.
Ooh.
Because I guess they were trying to have like a threesome situation. She wasn't having it, and you know sometimes they're just like, hey man, we're gonna go to court for years with this lady. You're gonna get bad publicity. Just give her like 100,000 and make her shut up.
Yeah, it could have been that type of situation. So you know,
Sure.
somebody's always out here
It was
hustling.
Yeah.
it was
Crazy.
gonna be pretty. It was gonna be pretty hard for that girl to win because, like I said, his wife was there and like supposedly she was propositioning them for like a threesome and stuff like that. It was gonna be hard for the person to win. I'm sure he didn't want no bad publicity, calling him some Harvey Weinstein Jr. And he was
Pretty
like,
much.
you know what? It's already hot in here. I don't want to make it worse.
Yeah.
Real quick, kind of off topic, but while we still on the topic of sexual misconduct and whatnot,
It's important.
I don't know if you guys, you know, I've been keeping up with the current political climate pretty closely for the past couple years or whatever the case may be. But I did watch this Brett Kavanaugh hearing from this past week in its entirety. And Saturday Night Live had put out a couple skits, or the main skit that they did Saturday night or whatever. And if you haven't peeped that shit is funny as fuck. So you should
Definitely
check
one of
that out.
their modern classics. In the
Yeah, no
making.
doubt. They had Matt Damon playing Brett Kavanaugh, and it's comedy gold, man. Real funny
Wait,
shit.
who's playing him?
Matt Damon.
Oh no, I'm in.
And he's just basically Matt Damon an angry face the whole time, so it's hilarious.
It's funny, but it's not funny because it's funny because it's some truthful shit about what happened in the hearing and how like ridiculous this guy was acting, but the shit is funny as fuck. So yeah.
And when you watch it, it's even like he's even worse than what Matt Damon was depicting.
Right, pretty much. Yeah, that's the sad but still kind of funny part about it is that the actual Brett Kavanaugh dude was probably worse than they actually portrayed him. Like
So the parody was flattering, if anything.
yeah, if anything. So yeah, that was a quick sidebar. But all right, what else are we talking about?
Let's talk about the Bumblebee trailer thoughts.
Yeah, while we're speaking
shit.
of misconduct in Hollywood, let's talk about movies.
Makes sense. Good segue. Good segue.
Right.
So yeah, I heard some more information about that today. Actually, I think I didn't even know this was going to be on the docket, but apparently this is officially a soft reboot. So this
Oh, no way.
has nothing to do with the Bay universe. Bay has stepped away from this, although he is like, I guess, a producer in some capacity or something. But this is officially a soft reboot, and they starting fresh.
Fuck
Oh, shit.
yes! Thank the Lord have mercy, because
Yes.
this trailer so far looked incredible.
It looks good, man.
It does look good. I can't lie, and it makes me feel a lot better knowing that it is, new. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
Those
have
two
to
were
worry
designed-
about. They don't have to worry about tying this to.
Oh shit! The other thing that was sorry to cut you off, Pete, but the
Yeah.
other thing that was crazy about this was that they were saying there was some potential for a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover in
Yeah.
this universe too.
That's right.
I was saying in PNP that ties in perfectly to what you were talking about with what who's the guy from Hasbro that used to Dwight. That ties in perfectly what Dwight was telling you, like
shit!
off
Word.
the record, like
Word.
there might be some G.I. Joe merch coming, so
Oh, word! I didn't even
sit
fucking
tight.
think about that.
So like,
Wow.
yeah, we haven't heard anything strictly from Joe's, like a Joe like solo thing, but if this does incorporate Joe's into this world, then we could potentially see Joe figures like popping up as soon as early next year, like tying in with Transformers. So sick.
And you know that we're gonna absolutely get some great masterpiece figures, third party figures, fucking hot toy shit, maybe even. So yeah, man.
Look at all those G1 designs, my friend.
Yeah.
All G1 shit. That's what's fucking great though too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It will make us happy, and it will also get newer people into Transformers and shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the G1 shit though. It's gonna reinvigorate.
How it always should have been, like the games, like the War for Cybertron.
Yeah, no doubt.
In between of like, it looks like it's movie, it looks like it's G1. Like, you know, that's
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few visual, design similarities that still tie it to Michael Bay, but I think that's just because, Bumblebee always kind of looked a particular way, particularly like the face and stuff. But it's very clearly, just a fresh take on these designs.
We got headlight nipples.
I love also that you'll see it right here on his chest, but I love that his chest actually looks like a bee face as well. Have you noticed that?
I'm wondering though. I'm wondering, is this set in modern times though, or is it set in the?
It's set in the 80s, I think.
It is set in the 80s. Okay, cool. Okay.
Hence this dude's afro.
I just peeped the afro and that thought popped in my mind.
Yeah. I mean, we got purple changers right here, right off the bat. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, John Cena, if he's secretly, Duke from G.I. Joe, I mean, that's perfect casting right there.
Yeah,
this is all set in San Francisco. Oh my god.
Oh boy. I have not been this excited for a Transformers movie since 2007.
Since ever, motherfucker.
Same here.
Nah, I was actually excited to see the first one, and then I was like, "Oh, this is a joke, huh?" Okay.
Right, exactly. I meant excitement, not enjoyment.
We're seeing Cybertron first movie in.
Word. Nuts, right?
Already a smart move, man.
Pretty nuts.
I hope that it's like a lengthy chunk of like the first act as well. I hope that it is the entire first act, and then it starts.
Yeah, maybe they'll follow the Superman movie blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Man of Steel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
I mean, this Prime looks amazing. Like everything, all these designs look amazing.
Yeah, that fucking shockwave. That Ravage popping out of Soundwave's chest.
Shit, they might fuck around and just start re-releasing the regular MPs that they already put out and shit. Actually, a lot of those shits is actually still available. It's not, a lot of those shits are still available in Big Bad Toy Store. Actually,
apparently, Angela Bassett does the voice of one of the Decepticons.
Really,
true Starscreamer for that.
Queen.
He would know.
Man,
I heard that too. I think it's the red one.
I hope Poncho is the first one to do Bumblebee sitting on a couch picture.
That sounds like a Punker Mike kind of shot.
Yeah, well, truly.
He is the king of the couches.
Yeah, shout out to Punker Mike.
That's a living room set up like that guy.
Who put out that his Luke Cage video last week or week before last or whatever.
And most importantly, his little Berserk shrine with the fake Berserk Game Boy game where people were actually asking him, like, I've been looking it up. There is no Berserk game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like,
don't say, motherfucker. Funny. All right, what else we talking about?
Speaking of community shout-outs, Simon Hill won that Loom Cube.
Specific shout-out.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, shout out to Simon, man. Shout out to Loom Cube for holding a good contest, and shout out to us for promoting it and getting a lot of people to join too.
They didn't pick like a terrible joke picture.
Exactly. But you know why that didn't happen is because
Johnny was probably
Johnny was one of the people judging the shit. So yeah, of course. That only happens when it's the actual company picking the
Right.
picking the winners and shit. But yeah, so shout out to Johnny, shout out to Loom Cube. Simon's gonna walk away, very deserving because he's always somebody testing the limits of his photography and trying a lot of new things and lighting techniques and this and that. That was right up his alley. You know, it was a well deserved win. I did see quite a few nice pictures that that probably deserved a look, an honorable mention. They did do an honorable mention. They actually still gave out more prizes than they initially announced. They had like 5 honorable mentions aside from the 3 top winners. So it was Simon in that first place. It was somebody else who I'm not too familiar with at second, and then it was Trevor, 112 shooter at third place. So 2 people from within our group in the A.C.B.A. group that came in the top slots, and Trevor is another very, very good photographer. Whereas Simon is more of like a poor man's phenomenal artist that was not like traditionally trained in photography or anything like that. He's just a good student of the game and is good at picking up things on the go and just finessing that. Trevor is more somebody who's like a traditional sort of photographer that really knows shit, and so it's pretty interesting to see. It's pretty interesting to see the 2 of them place in this contest because they had a pretty interesting face-off and photo combat that was kind of controversial actually, and I've been on the record saying that I think that Trevor should have beat out Simon in that particular matchup, but Simon actually ended up advancing. So, and yeah, I don't know.
One cool thing to add about that is if you're just starting out in the group and you're getting a little discouraged that some of your shots may not look as good as some of the other vets in the group, Simon Hill is a perfect example of someone who started off with less than stellar work and then just kept on absorbing, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And now he's out here winning contests. So
and here's a fun fact: he was like the bane of my existence when he first came into the group. I fucking hated Simon, and we had even actually banned him from the group for a while. Because we just thought he was always trolling, which he was actually. He was kind of trolling quite a bit early on, and he wasn't really, taking the shit serious. But we allowed him back into plastic and paint for a while, and he was just grinding and was just, was taking the shit serious and showing that he was really trying to actually make friends with people and not be an asshole and shit like that. And he came back into the group, and then he ended up becoming a fucking admin. And that's a crazy story right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty nuts. So yeah, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. Everybody's got to start somewhere. And mind you, this is over the span of like, what would you say, Pete? 3 years, maybe?
It was like 3 years. So it wasn't overnight, but
you know what I'm saying? But still, 3 years is still not mad long to be one of the best fucking people in the game, though.
Yeah,
still,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
Simon was just a regular guy who had posters of these guys on his wall. And now he's one of them.
Basically.
If you work hard enough and you want it bad enough, dreams do come true.
So, and again, this is all just from him siphoning a little bit of energy here and there from everybody, and a little bit of know-how and skills from other people, and sharing tips and tricks and tactics, and that's what it is. That's what the group is about. That's how we all improve, by just kind of bouncing ideas and off of each other and shit. And if you are able to just sit and absorb, then you can absolutely level up pretty fast. So shout out to him. I forget some of the other people that were mentioned as the runner-up. So, I look at shit through a funny lens and shit. If it's somebody that I know that like came through A.C.B.A, then that shit. Then I know. Otherwise than that, I don't really know. I saw CJ's name as one of the people that they mentioned and shit like that. So
yeah.
that's another person that started doing toy photography as a result of A.C.B.A. So yeah, man.
Nice. Next up is some news that just came out right before we started the podcast. The director of the new Dragon Ball movie said some stuff about the movie that's pretty interesting. Rick, did you hear about this or no?
No, lay it on me, Parcheesi.
Shit. So,
Just the tip, though, P.
Jesus Christ. Never live that down. He was saying, let me try and find it. Here we go. So he said that that within the first 20 minutes of the film, is like a super emotional first 20 minutes of the film. He said, "You will
Somebody's
cry."
gonna die.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna die.
Well, so we'll get into theories in a second. I have a pretty interesting theory. So, like, within the first 20 minutes, like, you're gonna experience a wide range of emotions. You will cry. He specifically said you will cry. And then he said some cool stuff about Vegeta. He said that they're giving Vegeta a little bit. They are handling Vegeta a little bit differently than they have in other movies. Whereas in Battle of the Gods, he was basically just like a gag role in Battle of the Gods, and then he just gets beat up and everything else. So he specifically said that, like, we know that we've handled Vegeta in a weird way where he's a gag character and he just gets beat up, but hopefully fans will like the direction we take him in this movie. So what I'm thinking is in the first 20 minutes, so specifically like all this stuff, all the scenes in this trailer, specifically this right here, this scene right here, I think the first 20 minutes is going to be like kind of a history of the Saiyans. So like forever ago when they were teasing the movie, before Broly was attached to the movie at all, they said it was going to be a movie about the history of Saiyans, and then they said it was going to be a movie about, you know, the first Super Saiyan God, Yamoshi, and then they came out with it's a Broly movie. So I think like in the first 20 minutes it might be a history of the Saiyans, and then you will see like interactions between all the Saiyans and like their planet getting destroyed and stuff that may inhibit some emotions. Some people think that this is Broly and Paragus, but this is, a lot of people also think that this could be Bardock and young Goku, because in the Dragon Ball manga there's a panel that pretty much mimics this right here, where Goku and Bardock press their hands against the glass and stuff, and they might be talking about this, that like is like a really emotional part in the first 20 minutes. So
that's the part when the guy goes into the nuclear reactor and sacrifices himself. He activated it because the other guy is and forever shall be his friend.
That's it.
It's about to be like that scene from Dragon Ball where Goku fights that dude in the bunny mask and it turns out to be Grandpa Gohan.
Oh shit.
And everybody around him just realized, like, dude, fuck, Goku is a child.
That scene is literally the most emotional scene in the entire series, period.
Oh, it might be one of my top 3.
Oh my god. So good.
Incredible. Yeah, I love that scene so much. I know it by heart. I love it so much.
I know a lot of people are excited about what they were saying about Vegeta, because even though you could argue that Vegeta had the most like time to shine in Revival of F, like ultimately he got shafted in the very end. But I'm pretty stoked about what they're planning on for Vegeta. I mean, Vegeta is not my favorite character by a long shot. I know he's everybody's favorite character, but like people who know me, like I'm pretty excited for this. So like I don't know. I don't like Vegeta that much, so if I'm excited for Vegeta growth, then hell yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Great captions on this trailer, by the way. Roar!
When's this out? I thought I saw January 2019.
So it's being released literally everywhere in the world January, but we have to wait until February because they wanna dub it here.
Gotcha.
Boo, we don't listen to these guys anyway.
I wish they would do the same thing that they're doing with My Hero Academia this week. They're playing the sub and dub version simultaneously in theaters. So I wish they would do that. I hope that they will do that for this. But I mean, beggars
I
can't be
mean,
choosers.
will it really matter? It's not like we won't be able to see the Japanese version, right?
Well, I mean, like what I'm saying is like My Hero Academia, their movie that's out right now in theaters. You can choose to see the one dubbed or the one subbed.
Okay.
So, just for those who prefer like the voice, the Japanese voice
The
actor.
Japanese voices. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
So,
And what sucks is that we're going to be able to see it both subbed or dubbed as well. But like Poncho said, it's not going to be until a month later.
yeah, it's super weird. Like, I mean, I understand fiscally, like the deals that probably like the negotiations that go through with trying to convince a movie theater to take away one of their slots for a major motion picture for a fucking anime must be pretty hard as it is, and then to expect them to do it in January and then oh yeah, by the way, a month later let us do it again. It makes sense that they would pick one time slot for when the dub is ready. What I don't understand is why, if they can do it with My Hero Academia and other animes where they do like Simo dub or whatever it's called, where they dub the same both languages at once. I don't know why they don't do that with Dragon Ball, because they do that with My Hero. So just don't understand why Dragon Ball can't have the same thing. But I mean, I'm not learned on enough on that to really give my opinion on it.
Well, I'll definitely be checking this out.
Looks sick. Next up, I guess, is the Dark Phoenix trailer.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, everybody saw it, obviously, I would imagine.
Yeah. Go ahead and play it so I can remember it, though, because it was that forgettable.
Damn. All right, let's see.
It's just, it seems like more of the same fare, to be quite honest.
It's, it's
Yeah,
like...
you know what? I think people are just excited to see the X-Men finally get integrated into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they just kind of like, all right, fuck it, go ahead, put it out, but let's get down to the nitty gritty though after this. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that feeling.
It's like when you when you like write a paper in college, and you write the entire paper, and then at the very end you're like, oh fuck, I wrote it about the wrong thing, but I might as well turn it in anyway.
Right.
And it is kind of rushed, because not even fucking 24 hours later they announced that the release date that was shown on the trailer was delayed.
Yep.
Jesus. It's crazy.
So, but I think that's the other half of the story, though, is that I think the delay is, in fact, because they're going to do some reshoots that specifically integrate it into the MCU. That's the speculation.
Or completely destroys it so the MCU can rebuild it.
Very interesting.
Yeah, either way, it's something to do with, around the time that the reshoots are scheduled for will be after the merger deal is finalized. So that'll give more creative free reign to do what they need to do.
And to me, there's no coincidence that people at Fox this week tried to quote unquote show their balls, and completely just got shitted on. Oh yeah, well, we are going to release Dark Phoenix. It's going to keep going. You know what? Gambit's going to be a romantic comedy. And then Marvel is like, well, you know what? I don't fucking think so.
Why don't you just delay your movie real quick?
Yeah, we're just going to delay your movie, and everything else isn't going to fucking come out. I cannot believe the director is still talking about Gambit as if that's a thing. That is just so ballsy of romantic comedy. Even though Kevin Feige earlier this week said he was taking over and redoing everything.
Is this the first time we see him bold Professor X?
No.
We see him in the end of the last movie, correct, or no?
Oh, right. Yeah, I think you're right.
But earlier in this trailer, he has the long hair too, but that's because, Phoenix is younger, like when he's meeting her right here. It's also interesting that it's not called X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's just Dark Phoenix, and they really downplay the X-Men part of it. From a marketing standpoint, I think they are trying to slowly make you forget that this is X-Men. So when they get round to doing it properly, it's like, okay, this is X-Men.
For sure.
Also, but there's a lot of, that's been the main problem with these movies since the beginning, is like there's no real sense of like consistency or continuity. Things just kind of get reshuffled at the beginning of the next one. At the end of Future Past or whatever the last one, Apocalypse maybe. They had all like their unique uniforms where Cyclops had kind of the Jim Lee sort of look, and they all kind of had an individual look. And now in this one, they're all back to the Frank Whiteley style, new X-Men jackets.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It seems like any growth that anybody experiences in the movies is just completely like dead by the end of it.
Somebody get Wanda to in the next MCU say no more Mystique.
You know what? I was just going to get to that actually. I think that's kind of what this trailer revolves around is, there's this funeral scene and they focus a lot on her, but only in a few specific scenes. And I think we're going to be dealing with Mystique's funeral in this one. Thank goodness.
Well, I mean, everybody hated the fact that she was a focal point of the fucking X-Men. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And this is definitely the least Mystique-heavy trailer that we've ever gotten for these movies.
So, yeah.
And I get it. Jennifer Lawrence is one of the biggest actresses.
Yeah, she's the bankable star, but so
yeah, but cast her in another role. Why does she have to be Mystique? You control who she plays.
Right.
Like, if you really had to have her, you really had to promote her because she's the biggest star, one of the biggest female stars out there. Then give her another fucking role. Honestly, you could
dye her hair red, make her Jean.
Yeah, dye her hair red, make her Jean. Nobody's gonna be like, oh man, fuck this. Her hair's not really red.
I mean, they will, but fuck them.
And what's crazy is that her hair is red when she's Mystique.
Right. And like the fakest red possible. Like it looks like the color on the actual box, and not what it actually looks like.
Yeah, not even believable. Like Pennywise's hair on the NECA figure looks more real.
Yeah, I think they're just at the point where they're like, yeah, let's just basically get this over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean nobody's even talking about what the fuck's going on with New Mutants.
Yeah, this is some leave the money on a dresser type shit and get out.
Oh, and Jessica Chastain is in this too. I forgot about that. I guess she plays like some sort of leader of some aliens or something.
Oh my god.
So there's aliens in this as well, which I don't know.
I don't want to see the Shi'ar.
Probably how the movie starts.
I don't want to see the Shi'ar introduced, only to be taken away in 2 months by Marvel.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, but then again, maybe they will do it right. Maybe they will use this to do a soft introduction into the MCU. We'll see. That would be the talk of the town. That would actually get people to go out and see this shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, to be fair, they do have a lot going for them. I mean, Fassbender as Magneto is great. McAvoy as the new Steward, as the new Professor X is great. I like the way the one dude plays Beast. I wish they would just like go full Beast with him most of the time, but they have a lot going for them, and I'd be ashamed to just kind of like basically fire all these people.
what's the release date?
It was originally February. I think it got moved to June or July.
February. Valentine's Day.
We're talking about a movie for lovers.
Jesus Christ.
You don't get a hook on Valentine's Day.
That's it.
All right, moving on. What else? We got anything else?
That's basically it.
No, we got some breaking news, actually.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, tell him.
Hang on. I'm going to tell him, Steve Dave.
Tell him, Steve. Tell him, Steve Dave. That's a great podcast, by the way. Tell him, Steve.
Right. We got our on-set sneak peek at Mysterio in the costume.
Oh, nice.
Bang, bang.
In Spider-Man Far From Home. And this also coming off the heels of the news of like a new spider suit, like all black sort of stealth suit that was seen on set.
Yeah, I don't know about that picture. It didn't seem like the suit was all black to me. Whatever picture that
there was a newer one of the suit like actually in action.
Okay.
And yeah, it's basically just black. But yeah, this is Mysterio apparently.
Interesting.
And also, this is supposedly filming like the end of the movie because people show up at the end to arrest this guy, and after they unmask him, Scooby-Doo style. So like, we're not seeing the full costume.
Everybody was saying stealth suit, but if you look at like specific parts of that suit that Peter's in, it looks kind of like Big Time Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, Big Time Spider-Man is a stealth suit.
Exactly. Exactly, Fabio.
Hope it's not a big time letdown, though.
Damn! Shout out to
I wonder if they will. Sorry, I was yawning. I wonder if they will just introduce some sort of upgrades to his tech suit that just allows him to go dark.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Young Justice style.
Also, everybody take note of the eyes on the cape. Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's the real money.
I do see that.
We got eyes. We got eyes.
We got eyes on the cape.
Gotta have some blue tech piping there, of course. It's probably got to do with Atari technology again.
Looking real.
Surprised.
His armor went Tokyo Drift on us.
Unless that's just like for visual effects, and they just need the glow, but it won't necessarily have the lights. I don't know.
Yeah, very true, very true.
So this should be interesting, man. I'm excited for another Spider-Man movie. I need to go back and watch Homecoming a couple more times actually.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. Let's take a couple questions, and I got to get out of here actually. So we can only take a couple questions.
If you
only a couple, we shall.
You got questions?
Whoa, here we go. We're entering a glitch in the Matrix.
Shit, danger zone.
All right, yeah, let's get some questions going. Live chat. We know you're listening.
You want to do some quick photos, real quick, Bug, while we get some questions rolling?
Yeah, sure. You know what? I'll start picking a couple.
By the way, just a quick correction. Dark Phoenix is gonna release in February. It got moved to February from some point later this year.
Poncho, did we ever discuss those Bring Arts Dragon Quest figures?
Ooh, we did not. No, we'll talk about that real quick.
Yeah, while we're looking for questions.
Yeah.
I sent the picture to the
Oh, you did?
podcast chat.
You know what my takeaway for this for these are, Rick? It's I love Dragon Quest, of course, but I'd be lying if I say that my initial love for Dragon Quest came from Akira Toriyama's art style, and my favorite thing about my biggest takeaway from these, what do you call it? These pictures. Did you send them to the chat?
Yeah, they should be there. It was a 4chan link.
Okay. I just.
Oh, careful where you click that.
I just see more Jake Gyllenhaal. My takeaway from that is it's interesting to see Akira Toriyama's art style from a different company other than SH Figure Arts.
Yeah, it'd be one of the few times it's ever happened.
Oh shit! Yeah, this looks really good. So like,
yeah, I want it so bad.
For sure. And you know what'll be very interesting with these is
a little screen share action going.
Oh damn, my bad. Another interesting thing with these is if they, depending on which characters they release, you could definitely use some of these guys as civilians in Dragon Ball shots. You don't necessarily just have to make Dragon Quest displays, but with the art style, they would work really well for Dragon Ball civilians. Maybe not so. I mean, honestly, I was originally thinking maybe not for some of the dudes, but like even though the period of their clothing is more like medieval and stuff, it honestly works in the Dragon Ball universe. So if depending on the angle, you could like fudge it as like maybe some goons or something. I don't know. But with the girls especially and the women, like they would just fit in perfectly for Dragon Ball civilians. So I'm pretty stoked. Do you own any Bring Arts, Rick?
I have Sora in my pile of loot.
Oh shit! I got Sora from GameStop actually, like last year. I feel like an idiot. I paid full price. He's heavily discounted everywhere.
Yeah, I always intended to buy it, and then one day I just kind of realized like, oh fuck, I don't have Sora. And then I went up to my toy store and it was on sale, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have Sora.
I want that that 2B from Nier.
Oh yeah.
That was sick. So like, I remember when that 2B was first announced, I was like, "Oh, sick! Like a 2B. I really want this." And then I saw I saw Kai or like Play Arts, or I saw some variant of the word, and I was like, "Oh, this is a fucking Play Arts Kai. I don't want this at all." And then
Yeah,
I spent the
that's
entire
you see Square Enix and you're like, ah.
yeah, I spent the entire time thinking this is a Play Arts Kai, and then the pre-orders came and went, and then lo and behold, it's Bring Arts, and I was like, oh god damn, this sucks.
Damn it, it's not the big ass one.
Damn, but
Is she retail right now?
Is she what?
Is she reselling right now?
I mean, she is, but not for that much more. So like, I mean, I could get one now, but like, I see her pop up in like Facebook groups every now and then, so I'll probably just wait for that. Boog, you got any pictures up?
No, not yet. Sorry, I was
That's all good.
munching on some shit.
How dare you, sir?
Just to offer a quick correction to my earlier correction. Dark Phoenix was scheduled for February, but it is now coming out in June.
Oh,
Heard it here. It's coming out in June.
Oh my god. You heard it here first, folks, for the third time.
Major Reaction asks, when can we expect a new cutout pack, and what can we expect the theme to them be?
Well, the next one is going to be a mercenary pack, actually, and it's so it's some Deadpool shit in there, but it's some nice quotes and things that can be used across the board. We had actually, it's still going to come out, but we had actually designed an exclusive New York Comic Con pack because it's too late now. But I was trying to piggyback on a friend of mine who I know who gets a booth every year, and I was going to try to just set up with him and set up a couple of displays and then have an exclusive New York Comic Con pack. But it was just kind of late notice, and I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to get press for everybody. And so those particular cutouts are still going to come out. I'm not sure if we're going to try to add them in with this Merc pack or not, but it's some really cool storyboard cutouts. It's basically very New York centric, so it's a lot of storyboard comic cutouts for locations in New York, and then some locations in other places, and some pretty cool urban modern sayings, and yeah, so we're gonna try to sprinkle in those with the Merc pack, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about these next two for sure.
Nice.
Here's a question real quick from Cerrone Games. Go. Anybody gonna army build those McFarlane Call of Duty Ghost figures? Or any
Oh
of them,
shit!
really?
Somebody else showed me that on. Who showed me that? Somebody showed me that figure. Was it? I think it was my man Brian that showed me those. Yeah, they look cool for staction figure. You know what I'm saying? It's not the greatest articulation, obviously, but
Yeah, they have those like Diamond Select sort of like forward and sideways crotch pieces, you know, like the DCUC style.
But yeah, definitely for some kind of not too dynamic background shit or accent shit, you know, it'll work.
Yeah. But they are kind of in a 7-inch scale, so they might work better with like Diamond Select and NECA figures and
or Mezco.
Mezco, I don't know. I'm weird with Mezco because I want to pose them with other cloth goods figures.
No doubt, I'm like
I don't like doing like a mix either.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
But yeah, it'll look good with like, you know, if you want your Ninja Turtles to beat up some fucking army dudes.
Yep, makes sense.
Here's a good one for you, Poncho. What do you think Bandai will announce for their Avengers 4 line?
Oh, I don't know.
Not a great one for you. My bad.
Who haven't they announced?
For Avengers 4,
We're talking about Avengers 4, though.
Oh, for
not
Avengers.
Infinity War.
Oh, I don't know then. Shit.
Yeah, we don't know the film.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to call. Like, you know.
Well, we did talk about the fact that the speculation is that there's going to be some time travel in this movie. So we did talk about some of the earlier versions of giving them an opportunity to redo some of the earlier costumes and shit. So
Yeah, because
Yeah, that would probably be the move.
we don't really have SH Figure Arts variants of first appearance Cap or anything like that,
mhm.
or Avengers 1 Cap. We have that abysmal Figma Cap. Jesus Christ.
Yep, the whole abysmal Figma Avengers crew, because they actually completed the crew, right?
I think so. Did they do a Did they do a Black Widow or no? I don't know.
And
That's what they didn't do. That's right. Yeah,
that was trash.
No, did Figma do Black Widow? No, I don't think they did.
That whole set was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a question with that. We want to speculate on things we don't know about yet? Come on. Nobody knows anything's going to look like an Avengers 4 yet, not officially at least.
Yeah, hard for us to know. You can bet on anybody that's popular. We're gonna get whatever Tony Stark looks like.
No question. Cap is happening for sure. After the success of this Avengers 3 Thor, because this looks like it's going to be the best one that they ever put out. If it does well, then we'll definitely see Thor again for sure. I'm sure. Probably see some new outfit for Thanos.
Oh, you know,
You fit.
you know, we're gonna get some form of, you know, Cap's new suit, which apparently has scales on it now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Getting his Aquaman on, corn on the cob.
If Captain Marvel, you know, doesn't get a figure from her movie, probably get one from there. I don't know, just whoever's.
I know we're definitely going to get a figure arts Captain Marvel. That's happening for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No fucking question.
Good question from let's see. Well, anyway, don't know his name. I lost him in the chat, but he's asking about the Daredevil trailer, which we forgot to talk about.
I didn't even know there was a Daredevil trailer.
Neither did I.
Netflix has terrible marketing right now with the show, and I'm sure it's because, like, you know, some people are saying something, some people are saying another, but we really don't know if Disney is going to take them all back when they have their own streaming service. Right now, they're not contracted to do anything past Daredevil. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're not contracted for anything else. People keep saying that they're going to stay there, but I don't imagine they would. They have their own streaming service.
It don't matter to me either way. Only way that I care is if Disney takes them back so they can integrate them into the fucking MCU.
Do that. And give Ghost Rider his own show, because he was the best part of that season of S.H.I.E.L.D. So,
Oh yeah.
he was incredible. Let's keep it honest here.
Basically, we just got a lot of glimpses at, you know, Kingpin and his new white suit, and I guess Daredevil's going back to the black, you know, mask suit.
I assume that we'll be getting our Marvel Legends Kingpin around the time that the next season of Daredevil comes out, huh?
Yeah, that would make sense.
A good call.
Did we already see that complete wave?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Spider-Man waves, they tend to keep them close to the chest, I guess, until it's time. I guess we'll definitely see something this week at Comic-Con. And I mentioned this last week, but I'll be at Hasbro's having their private event on Thursday morning. So we'll definitely get some sneak peeks at some new shit.
Watch out for the
day.
IG on Thursday is going to be popping.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'll definitely go live, and that'll be that. All right, I'm going to skate out for 1 second. You guys could talk about picks.
Shit. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Real quick, Loco Lou asks, do you think SH Figure Arts will release characters from Dragon Ball Heroes, like that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Golden Cooler, and Chamber? I don't know. It's tough to say. I think the Xenoverse integration into SH Figure Arts may have had the opposite effect that they wanted.
Yeah, those figures all went on discount.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So to see them doing a tie-in with with another video game is spotty.
Oh.
But like, I mean, those video, like, if they do characters from the video game that exist in other iterations of Dragon Ball, say Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then like it would make sense. Like if they when that series first started airing, back when we thought, back before we knew that it was only going to be like basically elongated commercials, back when we thought it was just going to be like a straight series, I was very adamant about thinking that this would be the perfect opportunity for them to release Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But now that we know that it's basically just going to be like a 5 or 6 part series, less than 10 maybe, then I don't know. I don't know
It's
if
going to come down to being like as long as one regular episode of Super.
yeah, pretty much.
It's broken up into pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would love to flesh out the SH Figure Arts line, or for Dragon Ball, but you know, their thought process for that is all over the place, simply because the popularity of Dragon Ball has like come out of nowhere again. Like, it's always been popular, but like ever since that the new movies came out and then Super came out, like I guarantee you they had a bunch of projects lined up and they just had to scrap them all just based on like a new playbook they had to make for this new wave of popularity that's happening in Dragon Ball. So
yeah, and to show you just how popular everything is, to go back to what we were talking about earlier in the show, that has nothing to do with figures. They had a collaboration with Adidas.
yeah, that's very true.
When the fuck has Dragon Ball ever done anything like that? It goes to show how popular everything is right now for Dragon Ball.
Very true. Very true. I will scroll through the group. And
I got someone asking our thoughts on Venom, which comes out next week. Actually, it comes out this week because
what? No, are you serious?
yeah, Venom comes out this Friday.
Oh my god!
What
And you know what's funny? I was in Westwood earlier today. The premiere was getting set up. The Fox Theater down there.
What?
Yeah, they had the black carpet all laid out for the stars of Venom.
God.
Yeah,
So
what is this, a Hot Topic fashion show?
Oh yeah. I have no faith in this movie. What do you guys think? I don't know.
I mean, my reaction said it all. I didn't even know it was coming out this week.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I see the posters fucking everywhere because I live pretty close to Sony right now, and I'm getting inundated in marketing material constantly when I'm driving around, and I still forgot this movie was coming out next week.
Jesus. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, it's just I don't know. Like, if they would just be, the thing that bugs me the most about this movie is like them kind of playing like hot potato with the idea of if they're gonna put Tom Holland in it or anything like that. Like, maybe it's connected to the MCU. Who knows? Like, it's just so lame to me. Like, come out of the gate and say whether yes or no, whether or not. Like, I understand the marketing behind that. Like, being shrouded in mystery is better than straight up saying no, because at least you'll get people in seats like on the idea that maybe it's connected to the MCU. But like,
yeah, and it basically tells you that he won't be because they're not saying it.
Yeah, very.
Why
true.
Why do you not want money? Because you know what's going to happen is if you told people yes beforehand, a shitload of people would buy tickets. But if he really is in it and you were playing this mystery game, well then guess what? Everybody's just going to find out on Google and not end up going to the fucking movie. Yeah, like, good luck, you fucking idiots. If he is in it, you totally shit the bed on this one.
I mean, as an action movie, I will probably enjoy it. Maybe. I mean, some of the action set pieces in the trailer looked cool, but as in terms of like, will my brain enjoy it if I watch it? Probably not.
I don't.
I think it's the same situation with Predator, Fabio. Like,
Yeah.
will I enjoy watching it in the theater? Yes. Will I enjoy discussing it and talking about it in like a good light afterwards? No.
I mean, yeah, there's no denying. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna wear my SB Dunk Venoms. Like, it's gonna happen.
Of course.
but I'm fully prepared to rip it to shreds.
Damn.
I'm only watching it.
Here's the thing. There's another movie with a guy that looks remarkably like Tom Hardy that came out earlier this year called Upgrade. That's like seems like the same fucking premise. You play the trailers side by side, and they're basically the same, except Upgrade seems like, good. Venom just seems like they're like shoehorning Venom into like that kind of movie. I don't know.
Yeah, these people just
It's just like it's a rights grab, it's a licensing grab. It's just so they can keep the license by making another movie. That's why we got Fanforstic.
Jesus.
damn. Yeah, this is just it's stupid. It's like Sony gave them the rights to Tom and Spider-Man and everything, and then they were like, well, we don't want to lose it all, so we got to do something. Venom, because he went over so well the last time we did him. We got to go again. They could have done something sick, like they could have done like a Spider-Man noir film. Like,
Yeah,
they could have done something cool, like something sick that didn't need to tie into the MCU or anything like that. And they were just like, nope, let's do a character that we're known for not doing well. Yay.
Well, you could argue that they're going that route with their animated movie, because if there's one Spider-Man property that I'm the most excited about this year, it's that animated Spider-Verse movie. Like,
right.
Yes.
I cannot wait for that movie.
Sign me the fuck up.
It looks so
Not to
good.
mention, they already gave away the actual literal ending of the movie in the trailers. So what's the point? The part where his face comes, half out of Venom's face and is like, "We are Venom," and then he bites down on the screen. That's roll credits right there.
That's it.
I guarantee you, they're gonna pull a Rhino and Spider-Man 2 on it.
Oh God.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, I should say.
The biggest waste of Paul Giamatti. Hey, yo, Spider-Man!
That was the last thing I have seen that man in, and that's
Not surprising.
terrible.
I know, this is Raul Julia all over again.
Oh my god. This is Oslu. When was the last time you saw him after fucking G.I. Joe?
Oh, my God.
Anyway, here's a fun, kind of general question. What are the most looked forward to NYCC exclusives?
I don't know. I don't even know what the exclusives are.
You do
I
not
think
either.
what we know
Well,
is Wolverine.
There was Wolverine and first appearance Strange from Mezco.
There's
Stormfront
undoubtedly
Stormfront has Hot Chun-Li.
a huge list of Funko Pops.
Yeah. What are they doing? Rain and Smoke, Hot Chun-Li, and one more, right? Oh, I think Goro is going to be at the show. Actually, not exclusive, but it will be sold there.
Oh, it's another Ryu.
Another
Oh,
Ryu.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget
it's
what version.
Violent Ken and Evil Ryu.
Yeah, there we go. Hado Ryu. There we go.
Even hotter Ryu.
He even hotter than hot last time. Yeah, that Goro, by the way, glad they took their time on that. It looks much better.
Oh,
Yes.
It's massive. And BBTS is getting a bloody exclusive as well.
Shit.
Shout out to BBTS for a bloody good time. Even though we said
Bloody, bad bloody store. I don't know. Whatever.
Big bad bloody store.
You want to get a big bad bloody action figure like Goro? Yeah.
That's it.
Blood store.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
forgot. T'Challa brings up a good point. Paul Giamatti wasn't straight out of Compton. That was good. All right.
That's true.
He's been forgiven for his Rhino. And to piggyback on that, Ray also asked if NEC is doing something for NYCC, and I don't think they are.
What do you think the chances are of them having leftover turtles to sell at NYCC?
They might. I wouldn't be surprised.
Some cancel.
They very well might. Just get there on preview night early.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good move. One final push before those GameStop turtles come out.
Yeah. Man, if you didn't get that diorama, just get it. Like, now that the possibility is there, for a whole retail 1990 movie Turtles universe, like, just fucking get the diorama. Just do it. Don't be dumb.
Well,
Just do it.
Let's see. Any other exclusives? I don't know. Funko Pop, like you said, is always just milking it for exclusives.
Yeah, I was doing some sort of gold 1 in 1,000 variant of some fucking character you didn't want in gold.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know what it is, but I have been binge watching this one YouTuber who just buys Funko Pop collections. And
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea because I don't fuck with Funko Pops in the slightest. But like these videos are so intoxicating to watch. I can't I can't not watch them. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
It's this dude who just bought. He has a store in New York, but he just buys collections of Funko Pops, like $14,000 collections and like $30,000 collections and stuff. And his videos are just him just going like, "This is what I got," and holds it up to the camera, and I got this too, and that, and I don't know what it is, but like I can't stop watching this guy. It's unreal.
But I have the same thing going on right now with old episodes of the Disney hit TV show Recess.
Oh shit!
Oh, my.
Recess is the best.
I've been rewatching it, and their teacher is like the most woke person.
Yeah,
I've
she
ever
is the wokest person on earth.
The episode I watched this morning was literally her telling them, like, make sure you bring back your reports on how the white, terrible colonists should have acted. And I was like, oh my god, she's making them do reports on how colonists should have acted. That's incredible. Don't worry, you don't have to listen to me. I'm not a part of the establishment. I'm not here to oppress you. I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Let's see.
I got a good question here from Michael Johnson.
Michael
Which
John.
will segue me into my X-Men pitch, which might work. Okay, so if we got a Brotherhood of Mutants characters from Marvel Legends, what members would you consider core, and what era outfits would you want?
Uh-oh, this is all you.
Right, and the reason I thought of it was because I think I really like the looks overall from X-Men Evolution for the Brotherhood. They're just campy enough, I think. And I think if they're going to relaunch the X-Men universe, they should do it more like X-Men Evolution in the MCU. That way you have like your team, your Teen Titans sort of equivalent, while still doing the X-Men in a way that doesn't also compete with the power level of something like the Avengers. We're doing like off-world,
Yeah, that's
Right.
one thing. That's one thing that Fox was going in the right direction in. That these guys should be starting from the bottom. They should be just kids,
Yeah.
especially in the MCU, because, like you said, it doesn't start to be a thing where you want to be like, damn, are they on this guy's level? Because then you just start to realize, like, oh, they're fucking kids. So them not being the Avengers right now is not a big deal because they're children. These guys are in fucking high school. The fact that they're not out there with Iron Man and they're doing their own thing, they're being led by somebody else. Like, it makes sense.
Like at the time that they were introduced, Spider-Man won't even be like the kid technically anymore, if we're following like the age of the characters, I guess. Anyway, I guess Daniel Barajas does not like my X-Men Evolution pitch. I thought that was a solid cartoon. I thought that was fun. I like the looks of it.
Well,
I like that orange Wolverine.
when we're talking about the movie, I thought he was talking about figures.
Yeah, he is. I was just, ham-fisting that in there.
Okay.
When it comes to the figures, I would say that, yeah, I kind of would want those kind of more toned-down looks because, they have done stuff from the cartoons before. So, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I'm sure everybody wants more classic looks, to go with the Mystique that's coming up soon.
I'd be very shocked if the MCU's X-Men were not teenagers. I'd be very shocked.
Same.
Yeah.
It is a lot to do to make these guys adults and in the MCU. It's a really big uphill battle to do it that way.
And it would make sense for why it's not like what you can't have the argument of like, oh, where have these guys been all along? It's like, well,
They were children.
They were children, and they're like just now getting their powers.
Yeah, it would fix a lot if they were kids, and I think that's I'd be hard pressed to imagine they don't go that route. They're
Yeah.
at least going to be like 15 years old, and especially with the success of Spider-Man and how much like Tom Holland has taken over the Marvel Cinematic Universe for like loved characters. Him and Black Panther right now, they're like the most loved characters on film. So I don't know. I'd be hard pressed to imagine that they wouldn't go that way. As far as figures go, I don't know. This is Hasbro. They don't fucking stick to any era. So we're gonna get an Avalanche that doesn't look like the Pyro that we get. That doesn't look like the fucking it's doesn't look like any of the Magnetos we got. So I mean, I don't know. I just want to have them. I want to have a fucking I want to have a Pyro. I want to have a decent Magneto. I know a lot of people get mad like let's fucking finish a team, let's finish an era, but I know that that's not how they do. So I just want them in general. I want a new Toad. I don't care if it looks like it's from the fucking 60s, if it looks like a modern one. I just want a Toad. I know they're not going to stick for them to all look like they're supposed to, like from a specific era. I know that's not how they do it. But I just want those characters in general.
What about you, Punch?
I unfortunately I'm not invested in the X-Men, so I am out of this race.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, there we go.
I would love to be invested. I am just not there, unfortunately.
That's so surprising. Usually people that are like our age, like Fabio, you and me, they're all usually big X-Men fans because of the cartoon back in the day.
You know what? The first, I mean, like I've known about the X-Men before this story I'm about to tell, but like my first real introduction to the X-Men was the Spider-Man TV show crossover where him and Wolverine were fighting, and Wolverine was being mad mean to him, and I was like, yo, fuck this guy and fuck all these other dudes. So,
oh my god, yeah,
I think like, subconsciously that might be it.
That's like being introduced to Batman and Robin when they have the crossover with Static Shock. They treat Static Shock like a total bitch.
Yeah.
They're such fucking dicks to this kid. Like, they're like, yeah, you're a kid, stay in your own lane. Like, dude, you're Robin, you're younger than him.
Exactly.
You talk about telling him like he's a kid, stay in his lane. Like, you're younger than he is, asshole.
Sasha, you telling me this wouldn't get you into X-Men right here?
Yeah, let me tell you, like
the Japanese Open.
Yeah, the Japanese opening is crazy. Like, if I had seen this, I probably. I mean, like even the American opening is super great too. So
yeah, no doubt. I just love the considerable and noticeable step up in animation quality of this intro compared to the actual show. It never looks this good in the show.
I would really love a Japanese voice acted box set of this. By the way, I really want Japanese voice actors in this. Like, could you imagine like some fucking random ass sick track to this?
Professor X with his ladies just there, just posing.
Like, look at Omega Red and Wolverine right there.
Yeah.
When the fuck did you ever see animation like that in the show?
Classic. I mean, even in the American opening, I believe that's animated by a Korean studio. Like a lot of like late '80s and early '90s American TV shows, like they're Rogue with a Wink.
Oh my, anime Rogue.
Yeah. Well, a lot of TV shows in the late 80s and early 90s, their intros were all animated like out of studio, like by these either Korean or Japanese animation studios. I think Thundercats was animated by a Korean studios. I could be totally wrong, but I know Ninja Turtles was too, if I remember correctly, but yeah, I don't know. I just if in an alternate universe where I saw this X-Men first, I probably would be the ever.
Yeah, like I mean, it all makes sense. Like I said, if I'd never watched Batman the animated series, and I'd watched that one episode of Static Shock, I fucking hate Batman. Total dick. I'd be like, man, fuck Batman. I don't give a shit about this guy. Give him back to Pharaoh.
Is this a full episode or is just this? What is this?
No, this is like the intro and now the outro.
Oh, okay. Yo,
Yeah, look at these
classic
guys, they never
Japanese outros for X-Men.
Now the best part about this is like, okay, as great as the X-Men American theme song is, this is some like Japanese hair metal. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I've seen this before. It's great.
Look
Yo,
at-
classic
look at-
anime
look at
vibes.
Right.
two characters melancholically.
Somebody make this photo.
That's Evangelion right there.
That's
Look at that.
Evangelion for sure.
That's Evangelion. That's fucking Shinji and oh my god, Asuka and
So
shit.
great.
This is incredible. Look at that Iceman we never see.
I know.
It's the only time we've seen him in this entire intro.
Yeah, we've seen him once. Just light a motherfucker up.
Iroh looks badass though. Look at this. Come on.
Look at that march. Look at that big Mothra. They had to
Planet
throw in
in the
a kaiju for a
background,
split second.
Yeah, the planet in the background, the sphere, the sphere of the Earth.
Anyone that has a link to full-length episodes in Japanese, let me know. I'll watch,
For sure.
I'll watch the shit out of them. Look at. There's one with just the wink as the fucking
Keep the
main.
thumbnail exactly.
They know that's what you're here for. Anime rogue.
That's it.
Know what you wanted, man. Anime rogue.
That's it. Let's I guess let's do a couple more questions, and then let's peace out. I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see.
It's always about characters, isn't it? People want to know about their favorite characters.
Spider-Man is my favorite.
Watch this video.
Is that Peppy? That sounds like Peppy.
Watch this video.
Yeah, that was Peppy telling me to watch some random video.
All right, well we'll take one more from Loco Lou here. If the MCU does a Thunderbolts movie, which team would you want to see first? Which Thunderbolts team, I guess? I don't know.
Boog, you hit it first. Oh no, he's not here.
I don't know anything about Thunderbolts.
You walked away.
Let's talk about figures. Why are we talking about movies? We don't know shit about movies. We know things about figures though.
Yeah, tell me when it comes to the fall knitted sweater classic line, what kind of sweaters you want to see knitted?
It's all about the crew neck, baby. Crew neck's never going out of style.
I'm thinking
Some more figure questions, no?
I'm thinking turtlenecks, but
Injustice Figure Arts line dead, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, if it isn't, I'd be shocked.
DC still doing their 3 3/4 inch ones?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, no, you know who's doing them now? Those one people that like to give toys to Boog. What's their name?
Hiya?
No, yeah, Haya. They're a really nice company.
Oh.
They're like a company of nice guys. Hard to hate them. They're doing Red Hood right now, I think.
No way.
Yeah, it looks incredible. Look it up. It's so
Oh,
sick.
you know, I did see that, yeah. And what was the other ones? I think there was a Batman.
Yeah, there was a Batman. Because I mean, why wouldn't there be a Batman?
Yeah.
Who else is in it?
Whatever.
Well, we got a lot of great energy going on here.
No. I mean, you know, who cares about high toys? I got some high toys. They're not great.
Who gives a fuck?
Jay Boozy asks, "Is SH Figure Arts doing WWE figures?" I think they blew their load with that line too quick. Unfortunately, releasing a bunch of characters, nobody really releasing a bunch of characters in a scale that was crazy confusing, and
Right.
just weird versions of characters, and that nobody really was together. I guess like Stone Cold and The Rock were together.
Mhm.
But the eras for everybody else were weird, were they not?
Yeah. I mean, the show no longer exists because I don't have fucking time for that kind of stuff. But I did that show with Emiya for a while where we talked about Japanese figures, and that guy is absolutely clueless when something isn't from Japan. And he asked me to give my input on when we first seen those figures. I remember the first thing I said was, this line is going to fail because they don't know what they're doing. Whoever was in charge of it doesn't know wrestling because they were picking random eras that didn't add up. Like that Kane is probably the most hated version of Kane. Next to Corporate. Like him and Corporate Kane are top 2 hated. So why would you make that version? Why would you give us a balding Undertaker? Like,
and he's short too. He's crazy short.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that was the other main thing is that the scale is completely off. Undertaker and Kane are supposed to be big dudes and tower over everybody, and they're all the same height. Literally all the same height.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, you want to do the height thing. I'll give that a whatever, but the looks, it would have made people not care as much had they all been the same era, I think. And when they started off with Stone Cold and The Rock, it was like, oh, sick, Attitude Era, let's do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, if they just go ham in Attitude Era, like this will be pretty lucrative, just because most recognizable era. Everybody that grew up loving that era has money to spend now. Like,
yeah, and you could sprinkle things that are popular between doing the Attitude Era. Like you could give us a Hulk Hogan, you could give us a John Cena. But still stick to doing Attitude Era or like early 2000s, Ruthless Aggression, But they totally did. They didn't know what they were doing. They showed us the Vince McMahon.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I wish we had at least gotten to Vince McMahon, because who cares the scale on that one? Everyone's going to use it for different figure lines.
Yeah.
As soon as I seen him, I was like, oh man, everybody's going to buy this for the suit, and they never released him.
Yeah. So that's officially canceled, man.
Yeah, I remember
that was one I was looking forward to, was the Vince McMahon for sure.
Remember the first time I talked about the line with somebody at Bondi. I was with Brian, and we were talking to Adam, and I was like, who picked these? and he was like, I can't, I don't. He's like, I'm not in charge of that. He's like, but next time I see you, he's like, make sure to ask me, and I'll have an answer for you. And I haven't seen him since. And next time I see him, you bet your fucking ass I'm be like, hey, I want to say 3 years ago, who was in charge of picking these characters and their look and their generation, and I want to know how long ago were they fired.
I don't understand why they didn't do like Japanese wrestlers. Like, I'm sure that was probably down the pipeline. They would probably test the waters with like maybe like Shinsuke, kind of like the bridge gap, and then I was hoping that they would go like hardcore into like Japanese wrestlers. Like if we had like a fucking tiger mask, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a tiger mask.
That's true. Yeah, but
this animated one.
Yeah, the animated one.
Not the actual wrestler tiger mask. But it's funny that you say that, because I had the interview with them where I said it. Mm-hmm. I said, I told Emmy to ask it because he did the interviews, and he's, again, like I said, clueless on the topic. I said, can you ask him if Asuka and Shinsuke are next? And his answer to that was like the most incredible answer you could get. He was like, oh, fuck yeah, they are. They're getting made right now. And I was like, yes, Asuka and Shinsuke, oh, fuck yeah. And he was like, yeah, they're getting made right now. And I was like, fuck yeah, I can't wait. This line is going to continue. And then we saw Balding Undertaker, and, a Kane that wears a fucking wig because he already unmasked himself bald.
Yeah, very true.
And Vince McMahon that people are only going to buy to steal the head off, or to take the head off of and put someone else on. Like, it was just a total fucking shame. Like, just what a swing and a miss. They talk big shit to NECA, and then they do something like this and get beat out by Mattel.
Damn. Fuck.
Yeah, and it's not doing that face printing technology now too, so it's not even like they have an upper edge anymore.
Yeah,
that's very true.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope I see them at a convention soon. I see somebody that has some sort of power there, so I could be like, man, you guys really fucked that one up, huh? Because they totally shit the bed.
A question from Praise White Jesus. Hasbro gave a hint saying that a team will be complete. Which team do you think they meant?
I'm going to tell you right now that Hasbro doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. The team that they claim is going to be finished is going to be a team with like completely mismatching eras. And like one person is going to be missing when they think it's complete.
Wait, where was this announcement at?
I don't know. I don't know where this guy's getting his information from.
Yeah.
I don't think Hasbro would ever go as far as to claim anything that.
Well, I'll tell you one team that we are close to completing that people probably forgot about is the Superior Foes of Spider-Man. We only need Overdrive.
Yeah.
Here first, completing Superior Foes.
Well, I guess Fantastic Four counts too. They just put out Thing.
Oh yeah, I guess that does count. Okay, Hasbro. Okay. You got one. You got one in there, but we still don't have a Doctor Doom. You're fucking up on that one.
This unravel one.
2 questions from Fictional Arts, which can be our last one because it's starting to slow down here. We got to get out of here. I got to go get some dinner. Well, Fictional Arts says, which do you like better, the Marvel Select Lady Deadpool or Marvel Legends? And do you think Mattel will make a huge comeback with their new DC figures? Oh, if only.
Oh my God, what a great question! What a great question you just asked. I think anyone that honestly believes Mattel is doing anything but sucking the goose egg with, with these DC figures is lying to themselves.
Yeah, I saw Bill McKenna of Mattel WWE at Los Angeles or Battle Los Angeles PWG show down here, and I told him, like, listen, you guys in the WWE division are for sure like the best division of all of Mattel because DC. Whoever's running Masters and the whole Matty collector thing just completely botched it. And, now you guys are doing the face printing and everything is just getting better.
Remember, they've got Dave Vano over there with them now, too.
That's true. See?
Yeah, like, why is
the same TLC not given to the DC line, which is like,
Why is Dave Vonner doing wrestling?
That's a good question, but, I mean, he's all in with that shit, though. He seems to be enjoying himself.
He's doing a good job, but if you get, it's like WB taking Kevin Feige and then going, oh, don't do DC. We want you.
You know what? I'm gonna talk to Dave this week if he's at Comic-Con, which I'm sure he will be. I'm gonna try to get him to come chop it up with us on the podcast, actually.
Yeah, and when you see him, it's a serious question. Ask him why is he?
Yeah, we could ask him because he'll be candid and shit on here. So
yeah, that's what I always loved about Dave is he always kept it very honest. Whenever you interviewed him, or in any interview, he's very honest, and he's not putting down whoever he's working with when he's answering the question.
And I haven't seen anybody interview him in quite some time, so it's a lot of shit to talk about. So, we could ask him questions about that other bum ass company he was at before he went over to Mattel. What was that?
Jazzworth?
Yes, we could ask him what happened with there. We can ask him a whole bunch of shit. I'd love to pick his brain and a more relaxed, elongated time frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like some quick Comic-Con shit. So
you let him know that it could be as short or as long as he wants.
Yeah, no doubt. Pause that.
Yeah, pause that. Pause that. What was the first part of that question? We got
about the DC shit, and he was asking what team we thought would get complete.
No, there was another question before that.
Oh, before that. Okay, after that. I mean.
Marvel Select Lady Deadpool or Marvel Legends?
Oh, you know what? I haven't seen the Select Lady Deadpool in hand, so I don't really know. The Legends one is okay.
If you have a Legends collection, get the Legends. It's going to be out of scale if you start integrating some Selects, especially for like regular sized characters.
I didn't really give a fuck about the Legends one, but when I got it in hand, I was like, you know what? It's actually okay, and it's cool to have them paired up with the Deadpool that we got from the Sasquatch wave. So they look great together.
Leading teams, you need her for your Deadpool core.
That's true, and you know what? That might be it actually, because because we're gonna get the dog and squirrel word. So who else do we need from that? We need
that weird guy, that one with the ponytail.
Right, we got Headpool packed in with Lady Deadpool, right? Or was he packed in with the?
Yeah, he was Lady Deadpool.
Okay, we're gonna get the squirrel and the dog, and we need the weird looking guy, right? Is he like blue or some shit?
Yeah. What's his name?
Mucha Lucha.
Oh my god!
I have no idea. I'm playing, man. That's not
we were all like equally like disgusted and disappointed at the same time.
Oh god!
Oh god! No, I don't know that dude's name. He just looks like a luchador to me.
He does though. That's funny.
Oh my god.
And the funniest shit about it is that a part of all of us believed that was the name too. So
They were like,
I was willing to go with it.
for a split second, they were all like, "Yeah, Mucha Lu." Oh, wait. Yeah, Mucho.
I want to say his name's like Gladiator, but I know that's that other character.
It's like something along those lines.
Oh,
Like
Champion
one
of-
word.
What is it?
Champion of the Universe.
That's his name?
You cannot be serious.
Wow.
And we need Kid Pool too, according to Brian Carter.
Oh.
Kid Pool.
Oh my god.
Well, bring it on. We got that Spider Ham mold. Use it for something.
Yeah, something else that can't move. Yeah.
Word. No, don't do that. Give
Tag
us.
it in. Or release it as a Build-A-Figure later on.
What other teams are we close to completing? I don't know.
Squadron Supreme, maybe? No. Well, yeah, because we got the one dude coming out now.
We're close to that one team.
Nighthawk.
Oh no, I guess we're not. I was gonna say we're close to that one team of Thunderbolts with a Zemo, but I guess not. Not a lot to go.
Oh, you know what? I guess we close to champions then, right? Well, no. Yeah.
Yeah, we are close to champions. All we need is what's his name? Hulk and Vision and that Vision.
Yeah, we need a new Hulk. Yep.
And that girl Vision. I don't know her name.
Got Serpent Society.
Ironheart, I guess, too, right?
Well, we getting close to West Coast Avengers too, right?
Yeah, with the
new vintage shit about to come out. We getting
that's right. Because Wasp, Batman, Hawkeye, and Vision.
I'd like to see Hasbro go back and redo a bunch of Iron Man armors now that they put out the best Iron Man that they've ever had with the Invincible Iron Man.
Yeah.
If they went back and just kind of
Silver Centurion, for the love of Christ, somebody just do it.
Absolutely, yeah. That's why I mentioned that, because I had said the West Coast Avengers. So yeah.
Right.
And where the fuck is Crimson Dynamo? Like, quit this mess. Why would we not have one of his biggest villains? We got that baby ass one that they used a movie mold.
You know what? If they did Crimson Dynamo, then maybe we'd finally get Ursa Major that they had teased or talked about when Ivana was still there. Actually,
I thought we were gonna get Crimson Dynamo when we got that the Ironmonger. Or no, it's not Ironmonger. Yeah, that's his name, Ironmonger. Because it looked like they would just remold it, change the chest, and give him a new head, but they never did that either.
I didn't even think about that. He's had a couple of different looks, but I do see the look that you're envisioning with that particular buck.
Yeah, that big and bulky version of Crimson Dynamo.
All right. Well, with that said, the next time that we speak, it'll be weekend of Comic-Con. Comic-Con wrapping up. Hopefully, we'll be able to get together that Sunday. I'm pretty sure I will have had my fill of Comic-Con by Saturday night. So yeah, we'll probably be good to go for Sunday this coming week, and that'll be 3 weeks in a row. Other than that, I don't have much shit going on, except the foodie packs. Please keep ordering the foodie packs. Pre-ordering those. A link for that will be in the description.
Yeah, let them know what it means for the future when they buy those packs. By the way.
Yeah, I've talked about this in quite a few videos and shit. I do want to do another video specifically kind of aimed at that, and get some posts this week up on Instagram. But this is the beginning of a wonderful friendship, because we have partnership. Because we have quite a few different props and accessory packs mapped out as far as how they will break down in the packs, how they will be cost effective and cheap to ship, and popularity and what people actually want. So, but in order for us to get to that level, we need people to buy as many as the food packs as possible so we can sell through that inventory and then move on to bigger and better things, or smaller, better things, or whatever. So literally anything that you can think of and anything that you guys put in the comments of that video where I reviewed the pack is on the table. No question about it. Everything that I've seen is I haven't seen anything that we didn't already discuss or map out. So we all on the same page. We all want the same things, and we all want a place where we could get props and accessories, one-stop shop. Like, you know what I mean? Where you don't have to buy some figure just because you see a cool prop in there and you spend $20 for a banana peel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that I've wanted to do through A.C.B.A. since we started doing cutouts. So way before cutouts was to have, I think that's what this is about. What A.C.B.A. is about is providing those type of things that can accent your displays. You know, obviously we've been doing the cutouts for a while. Now we're moving into the props and accessories. So please support, pre-order, and yeah, man, and that'll open it up for us to do more. But that's the only two things I want to promote right this moment. I have a Sentinel and Wolverine Amazon pack that needs to get spun on for a game on Instagram. It'll probably spin tomorrow. I'm pretty sure tomorrow to spin, and that's it for me. What you guys got going on?
Okay. So I just put out my Demoniacal Fit Captain Ginyu review. If you're on the fence about that figure, give it a watch. I've had people the most flattering comment I can ever get on a review is this review made me want this figure pretty much. And when it comes to the Demoniacal Fit Ginyu, something that I've been following very closely since the prototypes were first put out, it's a really nice comment to get, because I really want people to have this figure because it's just really cool. Ginyu's one of my favorite characters, and the figure does him justice, I believe. In the review, I towards the end in a lot of my reviews, I usually just do a couple of shots of the potential of articulation and range of movement and displays you can get him in. And a lot of people have said that those shots at the end of the review are what pushed them over the edge to get the game.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what kind of just made me decide too. So hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. My YouTube channel name is Pancheezy, Pancheezeey. Demonical Fit review just came out. Super stoked about that. I have some other stuff. I might review these soldiers. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. They're literally the exact same thing as Ginyu. So it just seems redundant. I don't know. Maybe. But I've been filming Posing Ain't Easy stuff a lot. And thanks to this the shorter format, I can get them out a lot easier. So hopefully those will come soon. I'm always doing stuff on my Instagram as well. My Instagram name is the same as my YouTube name. So that's basically it for me. One other thing I will say about the props is I notice this happened to me too, but a lot of the questions that new members have for A.C.B.A. or figure photography in general, I've noticed is always, where do you guys get your props?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very good
personally, point. When I first joined the group, the first thing I posted in the group was a thread where I was like, hey, if this isn't allowed, delete it. But I'm wondering where you guys get your props. So personally speaking, I know exactly what it's like to wonder where we all get our props, and this is it's a cool opportunity
to wonder no more.
Exactly. Make some in-house props and potentially have direct influence on what you want. If no company makes a prop you want, this could be the opportunity for to get your hand-tailored props as well. So it's pretty cool.
No doubt. And even that doing a pack that was completely a fan kind of polled pack was something that we discussed as well. So I mean, the packs that we want to put out are going to be themed. You know what I'm saying? But some random pack that just kind of is comprised of things that people really, really want could be something too, or either one or two things from some of the other packs all together in one really popular variety pack and shit too. So, I mean, sky's the limit. Basically, it's not a lot of money to ship these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's not crazy cost to to produce them either. Some of the smaller things, at least. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, Rick, what you got?
You already know. I'm out here.
Way out there. What the hell?
Rick's out here. His Instagram is in the description below. Follow all us on Instagram. I mean, and Fabio, what you got?
Yo, well, you know me. They call me Colonel Crackers. Go watch my room tours. The links are down in the description, I guess, right?
Yep.
Just keep watching them. I got the NECA interview coming up soon. I'm just putting in all the photos. I've just been crazy busy this week trying to make cash for my move, which I technically should have been doing today, but, we sat down to podcast, so.
Hell yeah.
Actually going to
Got your
start.
priorities straight.
No doubt.
The show must go on. I didn't want to sound out of breath by doing Bluetooth.
Are you planning any videos incorporating like setting up your new room?
Yeah, probably.
Hell yeah.
Once I actually today I'm just moving, or I guess tomorrow. I guess I'm just moving in like.
Hey, you know what?
That I have right now.
You just reminded me about some shit too. Right before we go, I guess we could talk about this next week. But I saw shout out to Rich from the Raw Live on the Internet podcast network. I saw him post something on his Instagram that mentioned re-release of Deadpool 2 that would be a PG-13 version or some shit like that. So I don't know how true that is or what's the deal with that, but I guess we'll hear from him and then we could probably discuss that next week. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I said that reminded you of that.
I don't either, but it was relevant. It just,
I
just lost it.
That reminds me, my ex-girlfriend really loves muffins.
That reminds me. It's the dawn of man.
Yeah, that was random. I'll remember what it was when I listen to this shit again, but I'll save that for next week too.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do probably some kind of time lapse or something.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really cool. A series of hour to 4 hour long live streams setting up each figure individually, like Anthony's Customs.
Hell yeah! And just cut it.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's Anthony's Customs. Shout out to Anthony.
Somebody in the chat was just asking, why that guy hates us, and that's probably it right there.
He hates us?
I had no idea.
Well, he hates everybody. He hates me. He hates Shartimus for sure. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
It's probably because of Shartimus.
Yeah.
I thought I got along really well with that guy.
You know what? They had pieced it up momentarily, I think, but then I don't know if they went back at odds or what. But
yeah. Whoever's in the comments, let me know why they hate this show. I met that guy quite a few times online, and he's always been really nice to me.
We talking about who?
Anthony's Customs.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
I let that dude cut my boots line.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know that he didn't.
He got mad at me because when he reviewed the DC Collectibles Batmobile, I had said something in the comments to the effect that he was always like over complaining about shit, and he got mad and was like, "Yo, you shouldn't like." Say things like that to me because we are like in a partnership. This is around the time where I was promoting his videos on the A.C.B.A. fan page or whatever. He's like, you shouldn't speak ill of me in public or whatever the case. I'm like, why? I didn't dish you. I just kept it real with you on your video. Like, what do you mean or whatever? And we went back and forth about it. And he was just like, well, then, I'm going to take out the A.C.B.A. links in my description or whatever. I'm like, and then at that point, I'm just like, well, all right, motherfucker, because I feel like I do more to promote you than you do for me. You never mention A.C.B.A., say A.C.B.A. in any way, do anything. Like, I promote your videos every single day on the fan page as you put them up. And all you do is just drop a link in your description. It's not like you're like saying anything to actively promote A.C.B.A., but anytime you've ever needed anything from me, any advice, whatever it is, something from Comic-Con, whatever it is, I always... Oh, that was another thing that we had an issue with, that he wanted to like charge me for some shit from one of the cons or some shit, and I had never charged him anything. You know how it is. If I get y'all shit from the con, I get it for y'all at cost. I don't ask you to do anything except pay for your shipping or whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's regular. One hand wash the other. Like, I do it for you guys because you're my friends and shit, but also because I know you. If you're in a position, you're going to hold me down at whatever con you're at. You know what I'm saying? And I felt a certain type of way that he was trying to like charge me because I'm like, nah, like we business partners in a sense. We have a little partnership or whatever, and like we supposed to kind of be like boys, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I get you some shit. I never ask you for no shit if I get you something from the con. Why are you trying to charge me a percentage? Like, nah, you don't charge me. So that had happened before the Batmobile shit. It was just like one thing after another where he's real like finicky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he could get real like touchy about shit. You anybody who's listening to this knows that if you watch his reviews, like he's very like bitchy. Like I don't know how else to put it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like it was like a real beef where I'm exaggerating a little bit when I say he hates me. Like, I don't think he literally hates me, but I just don't fuck with him. I just don't fuck with him. He just don't fuck with me. But I don't want to like see him get run over by a car and no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. It is what it is. So, but yeah, shout out to him anyway. Shout out to Anthony's Customs. We'll go watch his channel, man.
Yeah, I didn't mean to inadvertently promote his live streams, but yeah, I don't think I'll be doing something like that just because it makes more sense for me to speed it up and put out shorter videos because I don't have the kind of audience that he has that will sit down and watch 4 hours of him setting up figures.
Somebody in the comments says that he said a few times that posing is not a skill. That is a damn shame.
Oh.
I hope nobody believes that. I mean, he could believe what he wants, but I hope people in his audience don't believe that.
I've heard that posing ain't easy.
There are flat earthers also,
That's really interesting, considering again, as many times he's asked me for my opinion about some poses or this or that. Like that's funny shit. But posing is absolutely a skill because
maybe that could be a topic next week. Is posing a skill?
Is posing easy?
Posing isn't a skill. We find out today.
But again, like I said, even the diehard people that watch his videos frequently comment about his pickiness. You know what I'm saying? Like it's we've joked about it on this show plenty of times and shit too or whatever. But
yeah, I have another friend who's just like Anthony and he's an engineer and like he hates how everything looks. Why is there fucking cuts in these figures?
Gotcha.
Why wouldn't you just want a statue? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
It was, just different points of view. Very, very, very.
You work with Todd McFarlane or something?
Basically.
He worked for McFarlane. I bet he'd be his best friend.
Basically.
Finally, a yes man.
A crazy bromance. The two of them. But yeah, I didn't. He hasn't really been on my radar because I unsubbed him, and I don't really get notifications even for his videos. Like, there's people that I unsub that I don't fuck with their channel or whatever the case may be, but I know they're still alive because their videos are popular enough to still show up in suggestions or see it on a sidebar and shit like that. His videos don't show up at all in my feed at all, so it's weird. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't even know if he was still I didn't even know if he was still making videos or not.
You didn't hit that bell. So
I didn't hit the bell. Yeah, I guess not. So yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Didn't help him get 1,000 likes on this video.
but yeah, it is what it is. He's not my enemy. I just don't fuck with his shit. It is what it is.
Yeah, regardless of what we said here, hopefully no one thinks that we hate this cat because I don't. I didn't even know he hated this show or A.C.B.A. the brand in general.
Yeah, I don't. And again, I could be exaggerating. I could be reading shit wrong. I haven't spoken to him directly. I don't really know. I did see him at one of the New York Comic Cons after we had stopped talking, and he just tried to act like he didn't see me though.
Oh my god! It's like when you run into your ex-girlfriend at a party, like shit.
Pretty much. So
I don't know this bitch.
So yeah. All right, we out of here. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell on this motherfucking video.
Jesus.
All right, talk to y'all next week. Peace.
Smash that like button.
Can we please get 1,000 likes on this video?